Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to Greenville-Pickens Speedway. I'm Adam Otwell, and we are getting ready for the Bandit Big Rig Series live from Greenville-Pickens Speedway. We are coming off a very hot race last time out with the Bandit Big Rig Series. Last time out, it was Justin Ball and Ricky Roode side by side in a last lap battle, and right at the end, it was Ricky Roode victorious, scoring his third consecutive victory in this series. He's going for a fourth straight win here tonight, but he's not the only one who's been victorious in this series. We started off this season with a victory from Robbie Decker. Robbie Decker has not won since the start of this season, but he's looking for a victory once again. But he's going to have to go up against all these great drivers out here tonight. Drivers such as the driver of the 88, Mike Morgan, the driver of the number 7, known as Jonathan Lizenby, and also the number 16 of Tommy Boylo, and several other great drivers out here for the Bandit Big Rig Series live from Greenville-Pickens Speedway. This is a racetrack that has been raced on by legends such as David Pearson, Ralph Earnhardt, and Robert Presley, just to name a few. And at this time, we would like to recognize one of our great sponsors here, known as Minimizer. They are responsible for bringing us the Bandit Big Rig Series this evening. Minimizer semi-truck fenders and products for the heavy truck industry are tested and tortured, as you'll see on the big rigs here tonight. And also, they have had leveraging 35 years of manufacturing expertise. They deliver fenders, bracket kits, the new long-haul series seat, custom floor mats, light panels, toolboxes, workbenches, and many other heavy-duty truck parts and accessories. And we also would like to recognize all of our other great sponsors, such as KIK Marketing, BP Trading Company, Buy, Sell, Trade Guns and Ammo, and NMF Motorsports. As you can see, some of the other great motorsport legends that have graced this racetrack: Butch Lindy, Don Miller, Bob Jarvis, Don Sprouse. These are some of the great drivers who have raced here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway. And now the Bandit Big Rig Series are here. This promises to be one unforgettable night. The fans are coming in to Greenville-Pickens Speedway. This series has been growing leaps and bounds ever since it started earlier this year, and you can bet that it's only going to get even better. All these great race fans are in for a great show here today, and they're wondering who's going to be victorious. Will it be the 88 of Mike Morgan? Will it be Ricky Roode in the number 14 going 4 in a row? Can he do it? Or could Robbie Decker get back to victory lane? Or could we see a new face grace victory lane? Drivers like the number 7 of John Lizenby, or the 63 of Trevor Kruckenberg, or the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg, or any other great driver has a chance to win here tonight. We'll just have to wait and see when we go racing later on here tonight. But first, we're going to have a couple of heat races, and then we'll have a party in the pits, driver introductions, and then we'll be moving on to our main event, the Bandit Big Rig Series, going 25 laps. And we are glad that each and every one of you could join us here today. You are in for an unforgettable night of racing in the Bandit Big Rig Series. And now we're going to send it on down with an interview with the driver of the number 88, Mike Morgan. Let's send it down to Neil Elder.
Neil Elder here with the Bandit Series, tested and tortured by Minimizer, here with the driver of the 88 truck, Mr. Mike Morgan. How are you doing today in Greenville-Pickens, South Carolina?
Hot and warm, a little moist.
It's not as bad as it was a couple weeks ago when we were in Timmonsville, South Carolina. How was that racing for you? It was an exciting finish for pretty much it was bunched up all the way through the final heat. How was your racing that weekend? How did you feel you did that weekend?
That was a crazy race. I mean, the final race of the night was just unreal. We all were going to the front somehow, some way, and we were bumping, banging, moving around, shooting holes we didn't fit in. It was crazy. We had a great time up there. I mean, we're all getting it sideways and just lighting it up the whole way. It was tough. It was really, really hot down there. Most everybody knows that. You know, South Carolina's unreal on some of their heat. Either get with the program or get left in the bus cool enough, you know. But we had a great time down there, great time.
Now we're back here at Greenville-Pickens Raceway. Second time this year, third time in general. What has your experience been here with the racetrack? Like I said, it's much different than what we were back a couple weeks ago. What are some things, nuances that you've been able to pick up now, being your third time here at Greenville-Pickens?
Need to get the jump on the start. That's the big thing. If you get hung in the back, you get stuck in traffic, and you spend most of your race, you know, trying to get back to the front. We keep making some changes on the truck, trying to make it better. Different things I see that I think we can improve on. We keep trying to make changes to gain more bite in the front and get this thing to turn left a little harder. Of course, I'm always, you know, looking for anything else we can tweak on the engine, you know, which trying to keep up with that. But that's basically going to come down to most just me driving is the biggest change. I'm trying for me to make the adjustment, you know, to get this truck where it needs to be on track and traffic.
How is this track maybe a little different than maybe just sight lines or anything like that that's different from any other tracks that we've been at this year?
It's a narrow track. It's a very narrow track, small passing areas. The inside retaining wall comes up out of nowhere when you're not expecting it. And outside wall's right there too. I mean, there's not a whole lot of room here for mistake, otherwise you're going to tear your equipment up. So you got to be cautious of that all the time. And you got to be on the lookout for some of your other competitors in here because, you know, 50 grand on the line. If you got people behind you, they won't be in front of you. And if you're not doing your job and you're not moving forward, somebody's going to run over you.
Well, good luck tonight. Back here, like I said, at Greenville-Pickens, South Carolina. We're going to be going racing here in the Bandit Series. My name is Neil Elder with the Bandit Series, tested and tortured by Minimizer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Neil Elder. He will be doing the pits with us. He'll be doing the pits for us here tonight. And we are getting ready for one of our first heat races of the night. The two trucks on the front row is the number 00 of Robbie Decker and the number 4 of Scott Treadway. Robbie Decker in the 00 from Mooresville, North Carolina, and the number 4 of Scott Treadway from Marshall, North Carolina. And also another one of the drivers in this field, as you take a look at the 00, Robbie Decker. As mentioned before, Robbie Decker won the first race in this season when we started at Hickory. He won the first race of the series, but he has yet to come back to Victory Lane. So you know that Robbie Decker wants to get back to Victory Lane, and the last 3 races have been won by the driver of the 14, Ricky Roode. So Robbie Decker looks to get back to Victory Lane. Robbie Decker in that 00, sponsored by Diesel Spec Inc., Sundance Motorsports, and Chrome and Steel Detroit Diesel. Robbie Decker looks to make it back to Victory Lane, but he knows he's going to have a whole lot of competition on him. Like alongside him, the number 4 of Scott Treadway, and the number 4 from Marshall, North Carolina, in that number 4 Western Star, sponsored by Fast Fuel Systems, Airworks, and NMF. As you take a look at this great racetrack here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway, fans are coming in into the grandstands, and there are people lining up outside of it as the trucks are rolling off. This promises to be an exciting heat race. Even though they're not going the full 25 laps here, you know it's going to be one heck of a show.
All right,
Let's take a look at who all we have in this field. There's the number 3 of Alan Bowles coming off turn 4. Moving up the track, we also have the number 00 of Chris Kinkelhan. As you take a look at our 2 guys on the front row, Robbie Decker and Scott Treadway. Here are all the cars here are all the trucks here. And now I'm being joined by my broadcast partner here today, Dave Wright. Dave, it is exciting to be here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway. And for those that have never seen the Bandit Big Rig Series. Tell them what they are in for, because this is one unbelievable action-packed series.
Well, with $10,000 on the line to the winner, it's going to be a 12,000-pound fist fight. That's what I keep calling it. It's going to be amazing. And anybody that doesn't believe that should go back and watch the footage from last week, from last race, because it was a fist fight.
Let's talk a little bit about one of the guys that is in this field, the driver of the 17, Justin Ball. He was a part of that last lap of that last race. He was doing everything he could, but Ricky Roode, right at the last second, made that pass and an unbelievable finish. Do you think that Justin Ball is using that to fuel his drive to get to victory lane here tonight?
Absolutely. He's going to look for revenge, because they were pinning each other behind slower traffic to be able to pass each other. And Ricky got the final say on that, and I know Justin's going to be looking for revenge. I guarantee it. He's had it in his eyes all day.
And also in this field, on the front row, we have the 00 of Robbie Decker. He won the first race of the Bandit Big Rig Series, but he has yet to get back to victory lane because the last 3 races have been won by Ricky Roode. Do you think Robbie is getting a little antsy to get back to victory lane?
Well, he has, but since you've come up in the booth, they've had a driver change. Robbie could not make it. His wife tore up her knee, and he had to stay home. So the one in the 00, the driver of the 00, is Tommy Boileau's dad. That's Bob Boileau.
Well, thank you for that. That is very nice to know. Bob Boileau is driving the 00. Thank you very much for that.
I thought maybe you'd want to know. They had to scramble to find him a suit. Of course, Bob's got experience driving too, and he owns Pikes Peak. Oh, and
well,
green.
There's the green flag, and the steam is out. Here we go, entering turn number 1. It's the 00 of Bob Boileau. He's out in front. He's showing all these drivers this is what it takes to win. Oh, and the
there
number
comes his son.
Oh, and 3 wide going into turn number 2 here. Oh man, what action there. And look at this. The number 16 of Tommy Boileau. He's out in front. He takes the lead. And look at, here comes the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan.
He was about 3 different ways of sideways coming through there. That was amazing. They, even though this is just a heat, they're going to be fighting it out. They want to start up front, and they're going to continue to fight to do it.
Entering turn number 3, Chris Kinkelhan leads this group. On the outside is the 4 of Scott Treadway. Back up front is our leader, Tommy Boileau.
With Justin Ball in second, and Tommy's dad, Bob, in third. We've got Chris Kinkelhan in fourth. They're spreading out a little bit. It may not be as much of a fight going on until we get to the closing laps.
Boy, I tell you what, Tommy Boileau is absolutely blowing everybody away, running in second right now. Trying to take a look. That's Justin Ball.
Coming up in second. He wants his good starting position. And maybe not everybody knows, but not only does this settle where you start at, but you also get points for passing, which at the end of the year translates into money for these guys.
And here they come off turn number 4. Tommy Boileau still leads. And here they come around. Chris Kinkelhan running in fourth right now. Look at all the steam coming out. These guys are driving the wheels off their trucks. They don't even know the definition of the word brake pedal, I guarantee you that.
They are set on kill. These guys are going to, like I said, there's got starting positions on the line for the feature, and they don't want to give up one position, not one. And Tommy's not going to let up on it. He's coming sideways. Wow.
Man, oh man. Tommy Boileau is absolutely going nuts out there. He is driving the wheels off of it. He continues to lead as the racing action continues right behind him.
They've started to spread out some. They're the faster trucks are seeming to float to the top, and of course, Tommy has a lot of experience in these trucks. Plus, he's driven open wheel cars, and it looks like we've got 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go for Tommy Boileau.
He is putting on a clinic. He is putting some distance on Justin Ball, I see. And Justin's put some distance on third place, Bob Boileau.
And here he goes, Tommy Boileau into turn number 3, and here comes the rest of the field going into turn number 3 as well. Coming off turn number 4, it's going to be Tommy Boileau winning the first. It's the white flag, actually, sorry. The white flag is out. Tommy Boileau takes the white flag.
One to go, and he's just getting ready to come out of 2. He's probably got, I don't know, probably 8 or 10 truck lengths on second place, Justin Ball. And Justin's probably got 8 or 10 on third place. So these guys are spread out pretty good.
And here comes Tommy Boileau off turn number 4. He's going to take the checkered flag in the first heat. Second place is going to go to Justin Ball. And third place is going to go to Bob Boileau.
Chris Keeklehan in 4th. We've got Alan Bowles in 5th. Darren Profit in 6th. And Scott Treadway 7th. Good job, guys. Man, they were flying out there.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, that's just a sneak preview of what we're gonna see in the main event, because when it comes time for the main event, these guys absolutely drive the wheels off that thing. I remember the first time I saw them at Montgomery Motor Speedway, they absolutely killed it.
Well, that was a show, and they were, of course, Montgomery has got a little bit more banking in it, and it's a slightly bigger track, so these guys were running the same time that they were running here, except they're, I think this is, Montgomery Motor Speedway is a little bit bigger track. This is a half-mile track, and Montgomery is 5/8, but yet they were running the same lap times, because with the banking you can go in harder and faster. The guys are pulling in the pits. First heat is over.
Okay, so now that the first heat has come to a close, and our winner, Tommy Boileau, with a victory in this heat race, how much momentum does that give him going into the main event later here tonight?
Oh, man, it's huge, because that should start him. He'll start on the pole for his challenge race, and if he can continue to run like he did in this heat race, it'll put him on the front row for the feature. And judging by the clinic he just put on here, Tommy's going to be hard to catch.
All right, looks like we're getting ready for our second heat race. And we got quite a number of competitors in this race. One of the competitors in this second heat race is the driver of the 14, Ricky Roode, who has been absolutely dominating these last 3 races.
When I don't mean to interrupt you, when I saw the 63 come around, the passenger side door came open.
Yeah, I just noticed that. The driver of the 63, that is Trevor Kruckenberg. Not sure what just happened there. You know, I saw him working on his truck earlier today. Wasn't sure if he had a problem or anything, but it looks like everything's okay right now.
Oh yeah, they've been fighting some heating issues the last couple of races in that Peterbilt, but I think they may have that ironed out.
And how about this? When we go green flag racing in this heat race, it's going to be brother versus brother on the front row.
Absolutely. Twins.
Trevor and Tyler Kruckenberg, the 2 twins, they're going to be starting side by side.
On the front
What
row.
are the chances that they're going to be racing for a victory, or more so for bragging rights? Because I'm pretty sure one of them wants to beat the other one, no matter what place they finish.
I guarantee it. They are, like I said, they're twins, and everybody wants the bragging rights. But to be able to take that home, that'll be handy for the family dinner. And their dad is bringing up the rear of the field, so you know he's going to want to get up there and fight it out with the boys too.
Yeah, that's Craig Kruckenberg, the godfather, driving that number 55 truck. We're getting ready to go racing in this next heat race. Here's a look at other drivers that are in this field. The number 7 of John Lizenby, and also alongside him, we have the number 26 of Travis Buckner. All right. As we continue to look at the drivers that are in this field, another one of them is the driver of the 14, Ricky Roode. As mentioned, he won the last 3 races. Dave, tell me, what is it about Ricky Roode that has made him been on such a winning streak? What is it about him?
Well, I think, in my opinion, Ricky has a lot of circle track experience in late model stocks and I know there's some other things that he's driven and worked on.
It looks like the black flag was given, and it's for the 63 of Trevor Kruckeberg.
Yep, they're making sure that door is latched. Yep, he's good to go. It is latched. So now they're going to let the field go back to pace laps. Hopefully it won't be too long before this goes green.
All right. As we continue through the field, let's take a look at the other drivers that are in this field. We have the 26 of Travis Buckner, and we also have the 88 of Mike Morgan. He's near the rear of the field.
Him and Ricky are going to be starting side by side. I wonder which one's going to come to the front quicker. Because
yeah, Mike Morgan and Ricky Roode,
they've got a little bit of rivalry going on. They have for years.
as once again, there's a look at the two twin brothers up front. Also the 7 of John Lizenby, the 26 of Travis Buckner. And the 1 to go signal is being given. The two twin brothers getting ready to lead us off here.
And just because they don't have any wins, don't be fooled. Both of those trucks are fast, very fast.
Yeah, and I want to ask you real quick, with a brother versus brother on this start, what can we expect here on this start here?
I don't think they're going to cut each other any slack. We might see fender banging. There might be harsh feelings later. I kind of doubt it. I think the Godfather, if there's any harsh feelings, I think the Godfather Craig will make them shake hands and make up.
And here they come off turn 4. The green flag is in the air. Trevor and Tyler start us off.
And it looks like Tyler got the lead. Trevor's in second. I see.
Whoa, what great racing action there in the back.
Absolutely.
As the 54 of Tyler. Oh, and caution flag is out. Caution flag is out. Oh, there's already being and banging right now.
Oh, absolutely. They were 3 wide on the backstretch. I was kind of worried how that was going to come out. But,
whoa.
We've got the leader sideways. He got up in those marbles.
Man, oh, man. They're still racing hard. Whoa, look at Ricky Roode.
From the back to the front. Jeez, it was. He's amazing.
Man.
Oh, anyway, I was telling you with the he's got a lot of circle track experience, so that driving experience transfers from one to the.
And the caution flag waved, and they were still going at it hard. Man, oh man.
Maybe they didn't see the flagman. I'm not sure what's happened that brought the caution flag out. That was my concern.
Man, there's a take a look at the replay there. These guys were definitely giving it their all. Man, I tell you, we still have no idea what the caution flag was for, but I tell you, these guys, as I mentioned, they're just giving it all out, and this is just a heat race.
This is just a heat race, yeah. There's no money in these yet. It's just a better starting position, but when you come out for the feature and there's $10,000 on the line, we're going to, like I keep calling it, it's a 12,000-pound fist fight. And I was out there and helped weigh these trucks. These trucks weigh anywhere from, they have to weigh more than 11,500 pounds. Most of them that we were weighing about 12,000, probably 12,500 right in there. That's usually about what most of them weigh.
Man, you know, they weigh almost about as much as monster trucks, and that's really saying something. Monster trucks weigh about 10,000 pounds, and they weigh a little bit more than that, don't they?
Oh, yes, but they've got a little bit more torque. They're a little bit closer to the ground. They're going to hold them up. I thought maybe they're going to give them one to go, but they're going to put Ricky Roode back to his spot in the middle. He was passing while they were still trying to get him to slow down. So they're going to make him go back to where he was.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about some of the drivers that are in this field. One of them is the driver of the number 7, John Lizenby. I've been seeing him race in the Bandit Big Rig Series, and he's done a very good job, but he has yet to win. What would you say his chances are of winning here tonight?
He has worked on that truck all week. We stopped at the shop yesterday, and of course, John holds down a full-time job, plus worked all evenings on this truck, and they were getting it washed up and ready for the race last night when we stopped at the Jupiter Motorsports shop.
All right. We'll see how he does here tonight, as the 1 to go signal has been given again. and it's going to be the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg and his twin brother in the number 63, Trevor Kruckenberg.
Then I see Jonathan's going to line up on the inside of the second row, and that is Travis Buckner outside of him. They put Ricky Roode back to his fifth spot, and that is the 88 Mac Vader on the outside of him with the Godfather bringing up the rear.
There's the green flag into turn number 1. Let's see what happens. Who's going to get the advantage? It's going to be the 63 of Trevor. 63's got the advantage, and here comes the 7 of John Lizenby on the inside for second.
With Ricky Roode going to make it 3 wide. Yes.
Oh, three wide battle.
Roode.
Here comes Ricky Roode. Oh my goodness. This man, he knows it's not the main event, but he's driving like it's the main event. Here he comes on the inside. Oh my goodness. Ricky Roode takes the lead. Oh my.
He went from I don't know, what would you say? He passed 5 or 6 trucks right there.
Oh, we got contact. There was contact right there. There's contact right there. That was Mike Morgan on the inside. There was contact made. Let's take a look at the replay. We're taking a look at the instant replay. Here's the instant replay. Mike Morgan, makes contact with the 63 of Trevor Kruckenberg. Man, that could have been disastrous right there.
That could have been bad. That's, combined, that's 24,000 pounds fighting for the same spot. Things don't always end well that way, but I'm glad to see everybody came out okay.
Entering the back straightaway, there's the Godfather closing in on his son in the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg.
We still got Ricky Roode in the lead.
Ricky Roode has
put a stretch on.
He has just checked out on everybody. This guy is going to be a threat to win the main event here tonight.
I think so, and everybody's wondering, is he going to make it 4 in a row? He likes those minimizers, Jack. I've asked him. He's very happy to have them.
And we're coming to the start-finish line. We're going to reach the halfway mark. Here comes Ricky Roode.
And the Mac Vader's about 5 behind him. I think will anybody be able to catch him?
And check this out. We got a battle between the 7 of John Lizenby and the 26 of Travis Buckner. They're side by side as they go into turn 1. Side by side, this battle continues. Who's going to get the advantage? Looks like the 26 of Travis Buckner has a little bit more of an advantage.
I'm a little surprised. I know that they were trying to dial some more speed into John Lizenby's truck, but look at him going the outside.
They continue
to
about.
He's up high.
Whoa.
He's up high.
John Lizenby goes way high, and that's going to give the advantage to Travis Buckner in the 26.
And allow him to stretch that position out a little bit.
Back up front, Ricky Roode continues to lead. There is no stopping Cupcake here tonight. Coming off turn 4, Mac Vader, Mike Morgan still closing in. 2 laps to go.
And we know that, I don't know, Ricky did not come up with Cupcake.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! There goes Craig Kruckenberg into the inside wall, and there is debris everywhere on the track.
And I see that the front axle's been mashed back, and there's still pieces coming off of that truck. I see the side pod cover laying up here in the entrance of turn 1, up high against the wall.
No caution yet. Nope, caution flag is waving. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Craig just absolutely nailed that wall.
He's still a rookie, and I think he'll get it, but you have to be able to.
Oh man, I'm just looking at the damage on that truck.
Oh yeah, it took a hard hit. See the axle shoved back real bad on the right front. I'd say that truck might be done for the night.
Man, oh man, what a tough break for the Godfather. Oh my god. Here's a look at the replay. Let's take a look at the replay again. Here he comes into coming off turn 4. He's sliding it in, and right there, bam!
He did that at the last race on the exit of turn 2. The truck runs good, he feels good, and he told me himself that he got a little bit greedy on the gas. I wonder if that's what's happened this evening.
Man, I can only imagine what was going through his mind as soon as he hit that wall.
That was hard. That was hard. That was a hard hit. I hope he's okay. He may be sore. He's still out on the track. I think he's trying to get in the pits, but I really can't tell what's going on down there.
Well, you know, if that truck truly is done for the night, I'm curious to what Craig's going to do, because I recall at Montgomery Murray Speedway, take a look at the damage on that truck.
It's got the side pod tour leaf on it. It's mashed behind the right front wheel. Of course, it's got the whole axle pushed back. Of course, the fenders are fiberglass. I see a piece of that missing too.
Tough break for the Godfather.
Gets so excited about being in this truck, even though his company's a sponsor on it. He loves participating with these guys, and I'd say he'll be pretty disappointed. They're trying to get it close to the trailer where maybe they can get it jacked up and see what's going on.
And I'm curious to what Craig's going to be doing the rest of the night, because I recall at Montgomery Murray Speedway, during one of the heat races, he spun out and there was a problem on his truck and he wasn't able to race it, and he hopped in the 54 and raced that.
Oh yeah, but now he's got his two sons in both of those trucks, so this could be interesting.
Here we go for an interview.
Neil Elder down here pit side for the Bandit Racing Series. We got some damage on the 55 by Craig Kuckelberg. He's got some right front damage. They're looking at it right now. It looks like the fender went off. I saw some debris fly into turn 1 as well. The wheel is pretty well chewed up also. So lots of damage down here. If you can see on that right side, a good portion of the front fender is out. It looks like Craig is just fine. He's coming out. They're getting him. They got the harnesses. They got the safety stuff here. Very, very safe here. But he did get into the wall, and they're great. But let's get back to the racing as they are back in green flag.
And we are back, green flag racing off the start. Side by side, it's Ricky Roode in the 14 on the inside, alongside Mike Morgan, and they touch a little bit. They are side by side. What a battle this is.
Mike Morgan is hungry for a win, but I don't think Ricky Roode's going to want to give it up.
Look at this replay. They are not giving up as
Not
the white, not an inch, and the white flag is being waved. 1 lap to go in this heat race. Ricky Roode's got the advantage.
He's going to stretch it out, I think. I see a couple blinks there in front of him, or between him and Mike Morgan. And then there's a pretty large gap between him and the 54.
And here they come around, and Cupcake Ricky Roode wins the second heat race at Greenville-Pickens Speedway. He is on the move. He is 1 step closer to going 4 in a row. That is unheard of. There is no stopping Cupcake right now.
Especially with the caliber of trucks that we have out here that run this. For Ricky Roode to be able to, even as experienced and as knowledgeable as he is, it's amazing to be able to win 3 in a row. I can't imagine 4 in a row. I think we've got so many good trucks. I think somebody's going to want to get up there and put a stop to it.
As mentioned, Ricky Roode, he's won the last 3 races, going for 4 in a row. Mike Morgan in the 88 finishes second there. Mike Morgan has yet to win, but he is definitely a threat to win one of the races, isn't he? Because I've seen the way he's driven.
And Mike Morgan is a threat to win every weekend, and sometimes.
All right, and we're going to send it on down to Neil. Take it away, Neil.
We are here live down in pit with the Heat 1 winner, Tommy Boileau. How did everything feel on that first? I mean, we had action in the second heat. How did you feel on the first heat?
Everything felt really good. We made a decent change of the truck. We changed up something. I'm not going to say what it is, but yeah, we made a change. It felt really good. My dad was starting right in front of me and gave him a little tap on the start and then just kept at it. The truck felt good, got to the lead, never looked back.
Well, if that's an indication of the pulling away that you did, then we were in for some great racing tonight.
Hopefully so, yeah. Ricky looked really quick in Heat 2. We felt good in Heat 1. Should be a good battle all night long.
Good luck.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
All right, there you have it from one of our heat racers, Tommy Boileau. Tommy Boileau won the first heat race. Ricky Roode wins our second heat race, and we've got challenger heat races coming up soon. And And for those who have never seen the Bandit Big Rig Series, tell us a little bit about what are Challenger heat races? What happens?
Well, it actually sets the final starting order for the feature. It gives these guys, like I said, there's points for passing, and it gives these guys an extra race to try and get some points, some better starting position, and maybe some extra money.
All right, taking a look at the fans we have out here. Fans are still coming in here. The grandstands right here is filling up, and we have grandstands, people sitting outside of the racetrack. They are coming in. This series is just growing leaps and bounds. I am absolutely amazed at how many fans the Bandit Big Rig Series has drawn in just its first full season.
Oh, it's been amazing, and the cool part is to watch. If you're not sure about how many fans that we're picking up in this series, watch when they bring all the trucks up on the front stretch and let the fans out. They just crowd around. Sometimes it's hard to see the trucks for all the people. It's amazing. It's awesome to see. I love it.
And the Bandit Big Rig Series, this is possible because of Minimizer. Minimizer is the reason we have the Bandit Big Rig Series. Minimizer semi-truck fenders and products for the heavy truck industry are tested and tortured, as you have seen here tonight and as you'll see in the main event. Be sure to log on to www.minimizer.com to learn more information about them, because they have got excellent products.
Yes, they do. And you see the fenders are in use on all these trucks, and they have taken a beating. In the 3 years that I've been involved with these trucks and 2 years in this series, these Minimizer fenders take a beating. And we had one in a race 2 or 3 years ago where they got together, two trucks got together, and they tore one of the fenders off, and it had a GoPro attached to it, and we went and picked it up. They put a new mount on it and bolted it right back on. It was flattened, and it was easy to straighten and put back on, and even the GoPro was all right.
And there's a wide shot there with the American flag waving proudly. There's a look at the fans. The fans still coming in. And we're going to send it on down to Neil Elder for an interview with the driver of the 55, Craig Kruckenberg, pre-recorded. Let's take a look.
Neil Elder here with the Bandit Series, BanditSeries.com, here with the Godfather, the driver of the 55 Ford, Mr. Craig Kruckenberg. Now, putting this series together last year, you've seen that it's grown by about 6 trucks from the couple races that we did last year to this year. How easy is it for somebody to get involved, to be a driver of the in the Bandit Series?
You know, it's really funny about that. Okay, I've been in the industry. My father drove truck. I drove a single axle Little International, hauling roll-offs and hook lifts. But and I'm doing it. That puts it at about the point of how easy it is to do it, right? I mean, basically, I chuckle now because when we take these back and we have to work on them because they seem to get dinged and banged up, it's fast. So there's just not a lot of, if you're a mechanic, if you're a diesel mechanic, you got it made, okay? If you got a welder in the house, I mean, cost-wise, buy the truck, roll cage, fire suppression system, at most, if you're handy, you're gonna have 16, 18,000 into it. That's it, tops.
So, Minimizer is putting a lot of money behind this racing series as well. We're talking $50,000. That's not just for the whole season, that's per race. How enticing is that to somebody to come out here to race and try to get a hold of some part of that $50,000 purse?
It's I chuckle because when we're here with like the late models, we're racing with this wing sprint somewhere coming up in the future here, but they'll come up and they'll start talking to us and they find out, they hear that we're racing for $10,000 to win, there's $50,000 tonight's purse, and they're going, they'll ask that same question you just asked, how much does it cost me to get a truck going? And if they can build a race car, they can be in for 16, 18, hands down, right? And if you win, you win 10 grand. I think second place is either 8,000 or 7,500. I'm not even, I don't climb out of the $1,000 thing. But so, it's 10,000. Second place, 7,500. Drops down to 7 or 6. I mean, we're paying thousands of dollars all the way down to Well, you're gonna go up with $1,000 minimum, as long as you start.
Can you find the amount that you win can cover the expenses for travel, the time, and everything like that?
Okay, if you go back to the original, your first question was, so the modified drivers and late models and so forth, they'll come up to us and they just chuckle. So $18,000 to get a truck, and you're racing for 10 to win. Yeah. And they just look at us because he'll point over to their car and they'll go, I got 40 grand into the engine, minimum, and then I might be racing to win for $1,000 tonight. And they're going, so next year there's going to be a lot less modifieds and late models and a lot more trucks with that kind of, because they're racing because it's fun. Well, don't get me wrong, we're racing because it's fun too, but now you can justify. Ricky, he's paid for his truck and his time already with 3 wins like he's got, right? And so even if you're running consistently, you know, in the top 10, you're not gonna be reaching into your pocket, right? And so with the amount of trucks as we're growing, like last year, like you said, the 6 races last year were exhibition races to see what the fans thought, right? And so as we grew it into the inaugural season of 17 now, and it keeps growing, more and more trucks. Well, we pay down to 26th. So 26th place gets $1,000, right? And so whatever's not paid out tonight rolls over into the year-end points fund. And you know, I was doing the math in my head this morning, and if every race we seem to catch a new truck, another truck. They get done. There's 7 out there being built right now because I had to send them fenders. But they'll probably be at the Cedar Rapids race. And so it's the groundswell. But right now, at the pace we're going, the points fund 20,000 to 20%. If you lead the points at the end of the year, you get 20% of it. It's going to be over $100,000.
How have you seen how has your experience been so far being at it from the ground up? What have you seen right now to where we are here? 5 races into the inaugural season. How have you seen that experience change since we started it?
If you go to our Facebook, and that's a point of joy for me, because in the last, we've been doing 120 days as of today. Okay, we started 120 days ago, and the Facebook thing just keeps it just like this. The groundswell that we got going and everything like that. I didn't think it would get that big that fast, and so the stands will be full. And we try to tell the promoters, make sure you got enough ticket sellers, takers, okay, because we don't want them lined up outside. Well, I do this every week, son. And then
thousands more people show up. That
he's running to Sam's Club, getting some more hot dogs, some more popcorn. The groundswell and the Bandit fans, because it's something different for them to do. You can come and see.
You heard it here. You know the prices that it takes to get into the Bandit Series. Head over to BanditSeries.com. Look at all the rules and regulations on there. You heard it from Craig. There's money to be had in this series, and if you like racing and you want to drive truck, it's pretty easy. Neil Elder here with the Bandit Series, tested and tortured by Minimizer.
Folks, they're working as quick as they can.
And as we take a look at the trucks that we have out on the track right now, the 2 trucks stopped right there out in front. That is the 4 of Scott Treadway, and looks like that's the 17 of Justin Ball. Yeah, Justin Ball, we mentioned earlier, the last time we raced the Bandit Big Rig Series, he came so close. He got in lap traffic. It was him and Ricky Roode. And right at the last second, Ricky Roode passed Justin Ball in an unbelievable finish last race out.
Those things were 3 wide. Ricky had Justin pinned behind the slower truck and dove low, made it 3 wide, and come out for the win. It was amazing to watch. There was action all over the track, and it was hard to focus on everything and tell you folks out there, because there was so much going on in all the corners. It was amazing to watch. We had to go back and watch the replay because there was so much of it I missed. We had to go back and watch our replays just to see what happened.
All right, cutting to Neil in 5.
And now let's send it on down to Neil because he's got another great interview for us.
You're live.
Try on this Bandit Racing Series is having somebody down here in the pits. Obviously, you can see behind us we have the Craig crash. You can see all the damage done was on that right side. The right tire there, and then a little bit of his panel flew off in corner one there. So he's going to be not available for the meet and greet. As you can see, all the trucks are kind of lining up with they're in line to where they're going to be playing in their challenges. You can see, if you see on the other side, grandstands are starting to fill up with a lot of people. On the backside, back straight, there's tiered tailgating, which is awesome. Never seen anything like that before. But people are coming down here. We're going to try to find some kids. They're ecstatic to be here. They have new raffle giveaways as well. They have a chance to win a Tonka truck. And obviously they're going to have just a ball down here. You can see how giddy they are. I've had a Ricky Roode fan come up before the race at like 4:30 and say, "Hey, can I meet Ricky Roode?" Well, you just got to wait until 7:30, and then you can meet him all you want. You can see climb on his truck, do all that fun stuff. So we're just, like I said, just waiting for the gates to open here and the flood of people to come down on the racetrack. If you haven't been to a Bandit Series race before, it's something special. When you get to be up close and personal with these drivers, you get to see exactly what they're doing, get nice and close to their rigs. It's something. We're very family oriented here with the Bandit Racing Series, and you can find out the whole schedule and where we're going to be at BanditSeries.com. The kids are ready with their posters. They're going to come down to get autographs. It's almost like stepping onto a road that you normally drive but you never walk on. When you're down on a racetrack, you never think of, oh yeah, I'm going to be down on a racetrack. And then you get there and like, probably shouldn't be here. But all these kids are loving having. So I'll throw it back up to the booth quick while they open the gates here. And like I said, the only person probably that's not going to be out here as there's getting work done on his truck is Craig's 55 there. But everything else is lining up. I think we have 15 trucks running tonight.
All right.
And so we're going to have some fun. We're going to find some kids. We're going to sign some autographs. Probably not myself because no one really cares about the announcer. But they're going to have kids signing, getting autographs from all the racers, honking on horns and everything. So it's going to be a fun time. Stick around. We still got plenty more racing. You saw the action. Those are just 2 heat races. Those weren't even the challenges or the main event where all 15 trucks are going to be on this Greenville-Pickens Speedway. So throw it back up to the booth. I'm going to go find me a kid to interview. We're going to have some fun here in South Carolina.
All right. Thank you very much, Neil. As we take a look at all the great trucks that are lining up outside this great racetrack, we're getting ready for a meet and greet. And Dave, I have to tell you, I've seen the meet and greet for the Bandit Big Rig Series before, and the fans that have just come out here are just absolutely phenomenal. I can hardly wait to see what the future holds for the Bandit Big Rig Series, because this has the potential to go on for years and years and years.
And I think they want to. I think one of the goals is to expand farther out west. I think it's a good thing. We've got a lot of people interested. We've got people already lining up against the fence, wanting out to go meet these people. We've got some of the people. I see them from track to track to track. Especially, people will drive a few hours down south.
All right, now let's take a look at that wreck we saw earlier with our last heat race with the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg, because that was an absolutely unbelievable hit.
That was hard.
It was one of the hardest hits we have ever seen in the Bandit Big Rig Series.
You can tell by how far the right front tire is knocked back on the truck. Those axles are bolted in hard and mounted solid.
Here's a look at the replay once again. He's sliding it on in there, and then boom!
Yeah, he tried to save it. What happens is the truck will get loose sideways, and then when you try to counter steer, sometimes the front tires will catch, and it just sucks you right in the wall.
And not only that, his son Tyler was right behind it all. You can only imagine what Tyler must have been thinking when he saw his dad go in there.
Did he have both feet on the brakes or just one, trying to miss the old man? That was tough.
All right, and now we take a look at a live picture here. This is the number 26 of Travis Buckner. Travis Buckner, the driver of the number 26 from Weaverville, North Carolina, in that 26 Mac, sponsored by Airworks, NMF, and Fast Diesel Fuel Systems. And here's a wide shot of all the other great drivers. Drivers include the number 3 of Alan Bowles, the 16 of Tommy Boylo, the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan, and several other great drivers. These fans are getting ready to meet the stars of this exciting series, the Bandit Big Rig Series. And one of the reasons why this great, amazing series is happening is because of a great sponsor like Minimizer. They are the reason that the Bandit Big Rig Series is here. Minimizer's semi-truck fenders and products for the heavy truck industry are tested and tortured, as you have seen here tonight and as you'll see in the main event. And they've had over 35 years of manufacturing expertise. They deliver fenders, bracket kits, and the new long-haul series seat, custom floor mats, light panels, toolboxes, workbenches, and many other heavy-duty truck parts and accessories.
I've sat in that new seat. That thing is awesome. Have you tried it out? If not, I recommend it.
Yeah. All right, and we're going to take a look at another interview that Neil Elder had earlier. He talked with a lot of great drivers, and we're going to take a look at another one.
Neil Elder here with the Bandit Racing Series, tested and tortured by Minimizer, with the driver of the number 7 truck, Mr. John Redbeard Lizenby. Had a good showing in South Carolina a couple weeks ago in Florence. All the trucks finished that race. What was it like having that many trucks in one little racing area?
Florence is a real nice little track. You know, all tracks is a little different. Florence is banked a little bit, so it's just a lot tighter racing, and it's a fun track. Versus Greenville-Pickens, here's a flat track, so the speeds are fast. It's just a little slicker track.
Now, this is our second time here this season. We were here for the exhibition last year. What have you seen after going out and doing some practice stuff? What have you kind of noticed or picked up on that, again, might be a little different than what you're used to?
Probably not much. This will make our 4th race here at Greenville-Pickens. So they did pave the corners, I think, before the last race, and that made it a lot smoother through here. It's a really nice track, smooth track, and pretty fast track. And but as far as just setting the truck up, I set it up about the same, you know, here as I do, say, Florence or somewhere like that.
Well, we're back here in Greenville-Pickens Speedway. It's going to be a gorgeous, great day. There's going to be a lot of people. What kind of makes this racetrack special to the Bandit series?
I just think the half-mile tracks are just a little bit funner. They're faster. I know sometimes we're not as close to racing on the half-mile tracks as, say, the 3/8s. But you don't seem to do as much bumping and, you know, stuff here. So, but it's a nice little track.
Well, thank you, John. Good luck today. Nice to see you again. Neil Elder here with the Bandit Series in Greenville-Pickens Speedway in Easley, South Carolina.
And there you have it. That was John Lizenby. John Lizenby, everybody just calls him Redbeard around here. John Lizenby, I got a chance to talk with him, and he seems like a genuinely great guy.
He's a super good dude. He's a diesel mechanic by trade, and got a little motocross experience, and thought he'd try his hand at the here at the Bandits, and Alan Bowles put him in one of Jupiter Motorsports trucks in that Freightliner.
And let's send it on down to Neil.
We're down here on the racetrack. One of the fun things that the Bandit Series does is the meet and greet with the drivers. You can get up close and personal. There's a lot of people down here flooding onto the track. We're going to have close to a couple thousand, 3,000, 4,000 people just down here on the track. Obviously, a fan favorite, Mr. Ricky Roode, the last 3-time winner of the Bandit Series. I had a friend here. I got a friend here. I got a friend here. He actually asked me earlier today when he could meet Ricky Roode. And I see you got a autograph on the back. Got the autograph, Ricky Roode, number 14 on the back. What's your name, bud? Levi. We have Levi here and his sister. Trinity. Some people are a little shy. Okay, so Levi, what makes Ricky Roode your favorite driver?
The fastest truck there is, and he wins every single night.
Is this the first time you've seen these guys in person, or have you seen the racing before?
Seen the racing before.
How do you like it? Is it a lot of fun?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about the races?
Some cars get crashed.
Well, did you see the crash down here today?
No.
Well, there's probably plenty more of that to come as well. How long did you wait to meet Ricky?
Since a long time.
A long time is right, and you finally got to meet Ricky. He's got the shirt on. We're selling stuff up. You can find that on the store as well. Do you do any racing yourself? Do you want to do some racing? Do you think you might want to drive one of these at some point?
Yeah.
I think we have a future Bandit Series racer right here in Levi. Thank you, Levi. Go get more. I'm not going to take any more time. Go get more autographs from all the trucks. Go see them, and we're going to have some fun later tonight. Are you ready? All right, let's go have some fun. Let's go out and find another. Like I said, if you just pan the crowd of people down here, it is unreal how many people want to come and get nice and close to these trucks. I have two people that are ignoring me, so I'm going to talk to them. What's your name?
Chris.
Chris,
Attention in
what
the pit area.
brings you to, well, kind of know what brings you to the races. Why do you think this is such a special occasion? What kind of makes this different than any other racing series?
No, it's fun to watch. I know that much. I mean, I've watched late model cars and other stuff a lot, through my life. I mean, it's definitely an adrenaline rush whenever you're watching it, just even through the middle. I mean, that's something sort of cars like that I don't get. I guess that's why.
Well, and again, it's one of those things where not a lot of races come down here, and I mean, you're just getting surrounded by kids.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever got a signature by any other race car driver. So, I mean, it's really cool. People come down here and actually want to talk to them and see the trucks and all that stuff. It's something you don't see.
Well, thanks, Chris. Thanks for coming out. Go more. Go explore more. We're going to go explore more as well as we're down here. We might be down here for quite a bit because we have 15 trucks and a sea of people. The last time we did this in Florence Motor Speedway, I think it lasted like 45 minutes, and that was for about 1,000 people. There's going to be a lot more people down here for that. I'm going to take a quick little break, though, and then I'm going to go find somebody else to go interview. Probably head down to Chris, the orange truck. He's got his own fan club out here as well. So let's throw it back up to the boys. I'm going to go find me another kid to interview, see what it's like to be down here and enjoying a Bandit series here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway in Easley, South Carolina.
All right, thank you very much, Neil. All the great race fans meeting the stars of the Bandit Big Rig Series. And at this time, we would like to recognize some of the great sponsors for the Bandit Big Rig Series. First and foremost, we would like to thank Minimizer, and we will also send a special shout out to KIK Marketing, BP Trading Company, Buy, Sell, Trade Guns and Ammo, and NMF Motorsports Friction Reducer. Those are our 4 great sponsors to this tremendous series. We thank them for coming on board because without their support, we couldn't go racing. But we also would like to send a special thank you to all the great race fans that have helped and supported the Bandit Big Rig Series, because without your support, we couldn't do this either. So thank you to all the great race fans around the world.
Thank you very much.
Go trackside with all the fans of the Bandit Racing Series. And I got 4 racers here. What are your guys' names?
Hunter, Jackson, Walker, Alston.
So, guys, you guys have, what do you guys think of the racing so far tonight?
Fast. I think the trucks are pretty cool because I've never seen them before. Really aggressive.
Drive fast.
They drive fast, yeah. It's fun to see something like this big go as fast as they can. Now, you guys do some racing, right? What do you guys race?
Go-karts.
Go-karts. Go-karts.
Go-kart.
So they're all racing golf carts, go-karts at the moment. That would be pretty cool if you could do golf carts too. But who knows? They said that these things were going a little too slow for their taste. You guys can come on in. We're just having fun. Don't worry about it. We're down here in the pits while all the madness is happening. They say these things go too slow. Now, by the time you're able to drive these things, maybe we're playing some bigger races, and maybe they're souped up a little bit more. Then can you see yourself getting into a semi-racing truck?
Maybe.
Maybe. High possibility.
Definitely.
Okay, guys, I've held you long enough. Go get more autographs. I see that you already have a couple cards now. Go get more autographs. Enjoy more racing. We have plenty more going on tonight. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, all right? Just kids down here having fun. We got people selling t-shirts, giving away t-shirts, big rig racing t-shirts. Let's go down this way a little bit more. You're just fine. Don't worry about it. We're having fun. Like I said, it's a sea of people down here. You're just going to run into somebody. Like this young gentleman. Like these guys. So, is this the first time that you've seen the big rig racing?
Yeah. It's mine too.
You are streaming live right now on Facebook, and it'll be posted back, so you can share this with all your friends. Are you guys from the area here?
Yeah. We're from Greenville.
Okay. So, do you guys do any racing at all? Do you guys race anything? Bikes?
Race. So.
You guys come down to the racetrack quite a bit?
Nope.
So you've never seen anything like this?
My first time, and he invited me, so I'm excited.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
What do you think so far of the trucks going? I mean, obviously you've seen stock cars before and everything like that. How is this blow your mind compared to cars going around?
I've never seen anything like it. That's what I think.
Thanks for joining me again. Go get some more autographs. Enjoy the rest of your night. We're gonna have more fun racing here in Greenville-Pickens Speedway in Easley, South Carolina. Big line for Mr. Tommy, and we got a new nickname for Tommy Boylow. It is Tommy Pretty Boy Low. Ran that by him earlier today. Thought it was pretty funny. Hopefully no one thinks his last name's now going to be Low. But we're going to keep on walking through the sea of people. There's orange everywhere. We're having a good time here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway in Easley, South Carolina. Now, I don't know about you guys. It's cooling off right now. We're having a good time. Have you guys gotten a lot of interviews or autographs so far?
I think so.
How old are you?
6.
Do you do any racing? Do you race anything?
No.
Are you having a fun time though?
Yeah.
All right, go get some more autographs, all right? That's how we do things. You are laughing. You're smiling, look like you're having a good time. Are you having a fun time so far?
Yes.
Have you seen anything like this before? Big trucks running around a racetrack.
No.
Is this your first time that you've ever seen something like this?
Yes.
How does it feel to be this close to something that big?
It's awesome.
I will take that compliment. I mean, I know I am pretty cool, but I know you're talking about the trucks. Go get more autographs. There's plenty. We have 15 trucks here. Lots of trucks to get through in a short amount of time. Now, you can pan over. They have tiered. I kind of feel bad for the people that are over on the back straight because they would have to walk all the way around to get where it's one of the funnest times here at a Bandit racing series. But they got tiered tailgating up there, and there's still a ton of people in the stands. When all these people from the track go back up there, I can't even imagine how packed it's going to be. Looks like we've got a couple young race fans right here. What are your guys' names?
Hunter. Travis.
Travis. Is this the first time you've seen the Bandit Racing Series?
Yes.
Have you seen anything like this before?
No, this is my first race.
First race. How do you think it's gone so far?
Really good.
Are you getting a lot of autographs? Whose autographs have you gotten so far?
So for right now, I have Darren Prophet. And I have Justin Ball.
Justin Ball, he's number 2 in the points right now. Do you think who's your favorite driver?
Justin Ball.
Okay, that's a good answer as well. Have fun. Go get more autographs, all right? I'm running out of real estate. There's so much going on down here. You just pick somewhere and find it and go with it. We got kids of all ages. We got adults down here that just enjoy racing. Like I said, you never see anything like this before. It's semi-trucks, Class A semi-trucks, going around in a circle, but they're huge. And the amount of weight that is going through, I mean, if you see on the live screen going into the wall, a lot of truck goes into the wall when they go into the wall. More people just looking for autographs. It's such a fun time. We're heading down towards Mike here, the big black truck of Mike Morgan. Probably one of the, again, fan favorites. He has a special holder on the back of his truck. Doesn't have it in right now, but usually where the trailer goes in, he is custom fitted to hold a flag, and that's what we are about here at the Bandit Series as well. He's raced with the heavy heart tonight. His crew chiefs, Matt, his mother passed away yesterday, so he's having racing with the heavy heart tonight. We all did a special ceremony for Matt. We're thinking about you. Hopefully you get back to our next race here in Tennessee at the end of the month, beginning of July. I'll throw it back up to the guys in the booth, and I will run around here and try to find some more people.
All right. Thank you very much, Neil. Thank you very much, Neil. We'll be waiting to hear back from him as he's interacting with all these great race fans. As mentioned, we got great drivers in this race like Mike Morgan in the 88. We also have the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan.
The Alan Bowles in the 3.
Yeah, Alan Bowles in the 3. We also have the number 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg, the 27 Darren Prophet, and several other great drivers.
It's going to be a good show tonight.
And I was just listening to those interviews that Neil was doing with all those great kids. Seeing the smiles on their faces, seeing how much they love this series, it just shows you that how much the Bandit Big Rig Series has touched the hearts of fans, no matter what age they are, young, old, doesn't matter. This is a series that the whole family can enjoy.
And that's what we try to, the message we try to get across is this is family entertainment. The kids come out, you don't just get an autograph and good luck. They open the doors on these trucks. We put kids up in the seats and let them look. They get to hang out, and sometimes I see some of these drivers put out candy. I've checked, but I didn't see any candy today, or I probably would have had some. It's a real family-oriented sport. That's the way they want it. That's the way they want to keep it. I see a guy down here. He's got two little girls and 2 little boys with him, and everybody's got cards. They're all walking around, going to see their favorite drivers.
All right, and we're going to send it on. We're going to send it on back down to Neil Elder, who is down there by the track. Take it away, Neil.
So I'm here with a return friend of the Bandit Racing Series. What's your name, friend?
Buddy.
Buddy, now you said you've seen us a couple times now, and you found out about it, and what makes this unique, this experience unique? And see, the kids are coming by with autographs. What kind of makes this experience unique that's different than a normal Saturday night at the racetracks?
Well, for me, it's to see the trucks go around, because you see them pulling trailers and hauling freight all week, and then you get to see them race, and it's just cool. It's different.
you can go online and check out all the stats. They're just stock trucks, and they just have more safety features, essentially. So now I got 3 little fans that you guys have seen Big Rig Racing before, haven't you?
Yeah. Yes, we have.
What autographs did you guys get? Who do you all have?
Number 3.
Number 3, that's Mr. Alan Bowles. Mike Morgan, just got him. 45. Oh, you got the Kruckelberg twins and Mr. Bobby Decker. So, I mean, we got it on cards, we got it on shirts. Are you guys having a fun time so far?
Yes, we are.
Perfect. That's all. That's what we're here for. Go find. There's still plenty more autographs. Feel free to go get some more autographs. I'm not going to hold you to it. All right. And we sign anything at any time. He's got it on his shirt. He's got it on posted cards and a poster. I'm sure somebody would maybe sign my arm. I don't know. I'm sure we have kids, we have adults, everybody. Like I said, it's just a unique experience. What would be the most kind of interesting thing that you've seen from the Big Rig Racing so far?
The interesting part was earlier they had 3 wide in turn 2, and they actually came out of it.
What keeps you coming back? Because this is your 3rd time now, correct? Second time? What brings you back from seeing us last time?
The awesomeness that they actually go around a track without crashing. Well, they crash, but
for the most part, yes. So it's a fun experience, and like I said, this happens as well. I'll let you guys file back up, get your seats again, or get more autographs. Thanks for spending your Saturday evening with us here at the Bandit Series. Guys, have fun. Hopefully see you soon again. It should, just like I said, family. It's a family affair. That's what we do here at Big Rig Racing Bandit Series. Tested and tortured by Minimizer, and like I said, none of this would happen if Minimizer wasn't putting together a great series and everything. So we have Mr. Mike Morgan. I think things are kind of settling down here, and the meet and greet people are filing back up into the stands, into the shade. It's cooling down. That means the track is going to get nice and sticky for these guys for the challenges coming up next, and also for the main event. So let's go back up to the guys in the booth. We had plenty of fun in the sun earlier today, talking to people how you can get involved if you have a semi-truck. BanditSeries.com has all the rules and regulations. It's quite impressive on what you think that Big Rig Racing is. And so if you guys have a CDL, you can come up. We give away a Minimizer seat every $2,000 or $3,000 seat that you can put in your Class A truck or any truck that it probably fits. Head over to BanditSeries.com. You got kids just having fun. That's what it's all about. It's cool. Like I said, it's cooling down. No bugs. Knock on wood. And we're gonna have some fun here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway in Easley, South Carolina. I'm gonna go try to maybe find another kid. Everyone, like I said, is filing back up into the stands, and then we're gonna get ready with the challenges. We're gonna have a little break, and then we're gonna get all 15 trucks on this little track in about an hour and a half or so. Stick around. You're watching Big Rig Bandit Series Racing, tested and tortured by Minimizer.
And we are back live from Greenville-Pickens Speedway. A reminder, the next time the Bandit Big Rig Series go racing, we're going to be at Highland Rim Speedway on July the 1st. And the Bandits have been there before, and I got to tell you, I look forward to seeing what the Bandit Big Rig Series do at I look forward to seeing what the Bandits do on July the 1st, because judging by what we have seen so far, I can only imagine what they're going to do once they get there.
We're going to be bringing some excitement to the people of Tennessee. They're going to love this. It's the fans at Tennessee, I think they're really going to enjoy this, and I've not been to that track myself.
All right, and now we're going to take you to earlier today. We spoke with Ricky Roode. He's going for 4 in a row, and here is what Ricky had to say.
Neil Elder here with the Bandit Racing Series. We are in Greenville-Pickens Speedway in Easley, South Carolina. I am with the points getter, gets them all right now, at least for the last 3 races, Mr. Ricky Roode, driver of the 14 truck. Now, talk to us about the finish that we had in Florence Speedway a few weeks ago.
It was awesome. We when they first started the race, into the few laps, maybe the first quarter of it, I figured I didn't even have a chance to even finish in the top 5. Those guys were battling and fighting, and I just kept, things worked out here and there, and then it came down. There was a caution at the end, and so we gathered everybody back up, and then me and Justin, we came up through the field and we caught the lap track. And when we caught the lap traffic, it was a disaster. So I figured I'd get second. I was happy with that if I could keep my truck in one piece. But I just saw a hole and went for it. And Justin and Chris got together, pushed me together. We all got together, and I came out number 1. Justin came out number 2. The truck didn't get scuffed up too bad. It's a big old truck, but the fans loved it. We had a great video that got 100 and some thousand views just in a few days, and that's what the fans are here for, and that's what we're here for too. We hope Greenville-Pickens will be exciting, like the Montgomery's been really exciting too.
So you're talking about the bumping and grinding that goes on at Florence. How is that going to be different here? What kind of difference in the track here at Greenville-Pickens?
This is a bigger track. I don't look for it to be that bad here. The other tracks are just so small. You got these big old trucks, and Greenville-Pickens is a horsepower track. You got horsepower down here. You got to make the curve horsepower. That separates a lot of the trucks. The other trucks like Florence and Montgomery, they're a momentum track. So the momentum tracks, they tend to just, the higher horsepower trucks don't really matter. It equals everybody out. So it bunches everybody up. That's how you end up with the beating, the banging, and the good racing.
Now you just had your little practice lap here. Winner of 3 straight races. Have you changed anything from the truck from last race to this race because of the track or anything like that? Or how is it feeling out there today?
It feels good. It feels, no, I haven't changed.
Okay, race fans, the trucks are now lined up, and and the pre-race ceremonies are underway. The invocation and then the national anthem.
Now we're going to have a few words from our Grand Marshal tonight, Barry Walker from the Pete Store.
Good evening, Greenville-Pickens Speedway. On behalf of the Pete Store, your premier Peterbilt truck dealership in the eastern United States, I'd like to reach over to give a big round of applause to welcome back the Bandit Big Rig Truck Series. And now, for those most anticipated words in racing. Gentlemen, start your engines.
All right, all those diesel engines are already running. Fans, are you ready for 12 laps of challenge racing? All right, let's get this show on the road.
All right, and the engines are revving, and look at the smoke coming out of the 16 of Tommy Boylo. Man, oh man, we are ready for our next heat race. This is going to be one of the Challenger heat races, and this promises to be one exciting heat race. We've already seen two great heat races, and you can bet that these next two are going to be exciting. And once we get done with our heat races later down the road, it's going to be our main event. We'll be going 25 laps. And I gotta tell you, with this next heat race, Dave, this promises to be another great, exciting race. And we got great drivers in this one.
I guarantee it. These guys, like I said, this is with their starting spot for the main feature. They're not going to let up not one little bit.
Now let's take a look at the front row. The two guys in it, they're the two guys who won the first two heat races, Tommy Boylo and Ricky Roode. Ricky Roode in the 14, Tommy Boylo in the number 16. With the two heat race winners out in front, what can we expect on this start?
Well, normally you would think that they may stretch out, and they may, but we've got a good field behind them, and they may stay bunched up, and we still may have up to 3, 4, 5 trucks up there fighting. Everything goes 3 wide, anything can happen. Get a little beating and banging. And
also in this field is the number 3 of Alan Bowles, and right alongside him we have the number 54 truck that is piloted by Tyler Kruckeberg. Moving on into the next row, we have the number 7 driven by Jonathan Lizenby. No, my mistake. That is the 27 of Darren Profit. And then there's the 63 of Trevor Kruckeberg, and rounding out the field is the driver of the number 4, Scott Treadway. Those are the drivers in this next heat race.
I think this is going to be a good race. The front row was very fast, but you've got Alan Bowles back there. He's pretty hungry. He hasn't had a win lately. He's going to be hungry. I think he may try snooker Tommy maybe and get up there with Ricky and see what he can do. But you've got the Kruckenberg back there, the Kruckenberg twins back there, and I think they're itching to fight. They want to be up there in the running. And I think it's going to be a good race.
And now the 1-to-go signal is being given. Fans are already on their feet. Fans in the grandstands and the fans located right on the back straightaway. They are ready for some more action-packed racing from the Bandit Big Rig Series. Here they come off turn number 4. Ricky Roode and Tommy Boylo ready to lead us down to take the green flag. And the green flag waves. We are racing again with the Bandit Big Rig Series.
Tommy's trying to get the jump on him. We'll see what happens here. Ricky's going to go on the inside and try and get out in front and clear him.
Tommy's got a good start, but Ricky Roode has got the lead. Meanwhile, behind him, we've got a battle for third between the 3 of Alan Bowles and the 54 of Tyler Kruckeberg. Alan Bowles gets the advantage.
Rick get up there and try and fight with Tommy for second.
He's trying to drive it in there, and the first lap is going to be led by Ricky Roode.
Alan's not giving up. I think he's going to change his line maybe and search around to see if he can find what's fast. But one of the things that is changing now is the sun's starting to go down. The track temperature is going to change. That's going to change how these trucks handle. They may not build up heat in the tires as fast.
Here we come on the back straightaway. Ricky Roode still leads, but Tommy Boylo is there. He's trying to reel him in, but Ricky Roode is not going to make it easy for him. And here comes the 27 of Darren Profit. looking to make a move on the 54.
Darren's going to try and stay low. We'll see what happens. I think he's going to be able to sneak under him maybe. There he goes.
Off turn number 4, here comes Ricky Roode. He continues to lead. Here they come across the start-finish line. Three laps have been completed. There goes the 27 of Darren Profit.
He's got a lot of slipping and sliding out there. Look at the first 3 making the breakaway. I can see that coming. Yeah, Tommy Ballou is not going to give up easy on Ricky Roode. We're going to have to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I can hear the tires squealing all the way from up here. These guys are definitely driving the wheels off of it. Yeah. And as mentioned, they don't believe in brake pedals. They are just going all out, hammer down, throwing it all out there just to walk away with a victory.
I guarantee it. Like I said, this is a 12,000-pound fist fight, and nobody give up for the very last lap. We've got the second challenger. He's starting to line up. Them guys want to get out there and do battle too. I cannot wait to see them. Simply amazing.
There goes, entering the back straightaway. Here comes Ricky Roode once again. He continues to lead. Running in second right now, we have Tommy Boileau. And third place, the 3 of Alan Bowles. And there's the halfway mark. Halfway mark has been reached.
Ricky's starting to stretch out a little bit.
Yeah, he's starting to do that. Here comes the 27 of Darren Profit once again. Then there's the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg.
Scott Treadway's picked up a position. That puts Trevor Kruckenberg in the back. He's going to come around and lead another one.
Ricky Roode continues to lead. 7 laps have been completed. We have 5 laps to go.
One thing I'm noticing is Ricky doesn't seem to be stretching out any farther on Tommy. He seems to be, gap seems to be maintaining. I see Alan Bowles up there still wanting to, I think he's still wanting to make his move. See what happens here.
Yeah, it seems like slowly but surely Alan Bowles is trying to reel in Tommy Boileau in.
Alan's running just a little bit different line. Alan's been running a little bit lower than Tommy, and that might be the difference in speed.
Meanwhile, Ricky Roode continues his absolutely amazing lead. He's led pretty much every lap so far, and he's on his road to going 4 in a row in the Bandit Big Rig Series. Right now, I'm wondering, is there anything that can stop this guy?
And not only is he a points leader, but he's won 3 races in a row. That's $30,000 he's taking home. Now you might as well say there's a $10,000 bounty on his head because everybody else is going to be gunning for him. We got 2 laps to go.
Yeah, here they come to the start-finish line. 2 laps to go for Ricky Roode.
Alan may have overrun his now, maybe got a little bit too much heat in the tires. I see Tommy Boileau starting to stretch his out a little bit, his second place.
There they come, entering turn number 3. Whoa!
That was a good save. That was a good save.
What a save right there by the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg. And that's going to open up the advantage for Scott Treadway. He's looking to make the pass. Here he comes.
Every pass is a point.
Can he clear him?
Still got 1 lap to go.
Yeah, it's the last lap. Whoa!
He's fighting it.
Tyler Kruckenberg just holds on. Meanwhile, here comes the checkered flag. It's going to be Ricky Roode. Ricky Roode wins the first Challenger heat race.
Second.
Whoa, and there, whoa, oh my goodness, hold, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Tyler Kruckenberg tried to hold on. Man, oh man.
He's sitting there sideways on the backstretch. He's got the track block except for the very bottom lane. He's got to fire it back up. He's moving. I think he'll be all right. He was just
Yeah, it's a good thing he really didn't hit anything because that would have been even worse.
Yeah.
What? He's still slipping and sliding out there.
I just wonder if we don't have an issue if he's not. He may be putting down fluid, or he may have a low tire. I can't really tell from up here what's going on. I know he was driving his heart out trying to hold the spot.
What an exciting finish for that first heat race. And once again, Ricky Roode victorious. And now he's moved up another step to going 4 in a row. He seems untouchable so far.
Like I said, these guys are going to get tired of this this 3 in a row stuff, and I'm sure there's a bounty on his head now. They'll be gunning for him come feature time. We'll just have to see if he can do it, or if somebody else can take him down.
And we're going to send it on back down to Neil Elder. Neil
Elder here with the Bandit series. On top of the RV here in the center, we got Craig here. He's talking to Tyler. Tyler obviously got a little loose there at the end, and we're having fun here with the racing. So, like I said, I'm here with Craig.
Camera's right there.
So I'm here with Craig. This is a tough track for you. This not your favorite. Is this not your favorite place to race?
I don't want to come back. I love this. I mean, this track. This is probably the closest dirt track more than it is closer to asphalt. Because just now in this race, Tyler at 54, you can see it. On the radio, we told him, Tyler, drive it like a modified on a dirt track. Because once you sets, if you'd watch him, once he sets, if he kept it just drove it like a dirt car, just like a modified.
It's and we have different. Obviously, we're going around to different tracks here in the South, and they all have their little different quirks. How much did the track change from practice to how it's racing now?
Well, when we practice, at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you got a 2, and then your race is cooled off now, right? And the thing of it is we don't race the same tracks every Saturday night. So we learn a little bit, and we got to wait a year to drive it again, right? So that's one of the things about the Bandits. They don't know the tracks, and it makes it even more interesting.
Well, hopefully next summer, when we're coming back, we might have to do some community work and paint the walls a little bit sometimes, depending. We still got 3 more a couple more races to go here tonight. Two more. We got one more challenge, and we got the main one coming up. You're gonna watch it with me right here, right? Okay. We'll be out here. These guys, the challenge 2 is getting ready right now. We got the Godfather. He's okay. Tyler's okay as well.
Good job saving that truck.
If you saw it, he flipped around and got it. Wasn't able to do it. So let's go live, back up to the guys in the booth, and then we'll get this challenge 2 underway.
All right, thank you very much, Neil Elders, after speaking to the Godfather. And Dave, let's take a look at now who we have in this field. One person in particular, the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan. Man, I tell you, I call this guy the wild man because he drives the wheels off of that truck, and it would seem like even though he probably doesn't win the race, he still wins the hearts of all race fans at every racetrack he goes to. I call him the Tom Mentz of the Bandit Big Rig Series for those who are Monster Jam fans. He's what Tom Mentz is to Monster Jam.
He does not give up. I watched him make a full lap, missing the right front tire. Even though he was losing spots, he was still trying to stay out and finish the race. And they ended up loading both of his trucks up that night, both of them missing the right front. The man is never say die, and just as nice to you as can be. And he hails out of Philadelphia, I believe.
All right. The 1-to-go signal was given. We're ready to go green flag racing. On this heat race, it's going to be Mike Morgan, the 88, and Justin Ball in the 17 leading off the field. There's the green flag.
You know that's going to be a fist fight with those two up on the front row. I wonder if Chris is not just going to hang out and wait and see. If,
entering the back straightaway, it's going to be Justin Ball. He's got the lead.
I think Chris was waiting to see if that was going to end up in a crash or not. I think he was waiting to see if he was going to have to pick up the pieces.
Mike Morgan looking to make a move on Justin Ball. Can't quite get there yet. He gets a little loose. Got a little loose there. Oh, meanwhile, here comes the 00 of Bob Boileau trying to make a move on the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan.
Even though Bob may be a rookie in these trucks, he's not a rookie driver. He's been a professional for years.
And once again, the 01 is loose, but Chris is holding on to it. Back up front, the 88 of Mike Morgan closing in on Justin Ball in the 17. Whoa, and look at Chris Kinkelhan in that 01. He's just about flat tracking it out there.
Every time he gets sideways, Bob Boileau gets just a little bit closer there. It's going to be exciting to watch. And then plus the fist fight up front.
Yeah, the battle for the lead continues between Justin Ball and Mike Morgan. Here we come off turn 4. Justin Ball continues to have the advantage. Here they come across the start-finish line. 3 laps completed. We have 9 laps to go in this race.
And I think I see Mike Morgan getting just a little bit closer, but coming out of the turns, I think Justin is handling better and getting gas a little bit quicker.
Entering turn number 3, here comes Bob Boileau. Oh, and here comes Mike Morgan. He's right on the back bumper of Justin Ball. He is there. He wants that lead. Let's see what happens as we go into turn 1.
He wants it. He's going to take his shot.
Whoa! Oh, man, looks like there's contact made. Mike Morgan tries to make the pass, but Justin Ball is saying, no, I'm looking to go to victory lane.
Justin wasn't going to give it up. I don't know if he got sideways there, but I did see smoke coming off the tire.
Here they come across the start-finish line. 5 laps completed. 7 laps to go. Back up front. Justin Ball continues to lead. Mike Morgan, he's all over the place. Mike Morgan loses it again, but he still stays on Justin Ball.
He's trying everything he can to get up there and get by him.
And
he won't wear his tires out by that time. But I see Justin starting to stretch this a little bit.
And meanwhile, the 00 of Bob Boileau closing in on the 01 as we have reached the halfway mark.
For being a rookie, Bob, like I said, he may be a rookie in the Bandit trucks, but he's not a rookie driver. And the fact that he's been out there and smooth and running consistently fast laps, that says a lot.
Here they come again across the start-finish line. Whoa! Oh, man, here we go into turn number 1 again. It's Chris Kinkelhan, the 01.
He's got a piece of exhaust pipe loose. He's dragging it. I can see sparks. I can see it. He went by.
Meanwhile, the battle for the lead continues. Mike Morgan is trying everything he can to get around Justin Ball, and you can see the steam coming out of there. He is trying everything, but everything he's tried, Justin Ball has had an answer for him.
Yeah, so far, Justin's really held him off. Now they're running the same line now. I think Mike Morgan realizes that Justin's line is a little bit faster. He's going to see if he can use it against him.
Mike Morgan, here he comes. They're coming up on the 7 of John Lizenby. That may play a factor here. No, right now, bumper to bumper. Mike Morgan is letting know, hello, I'm right here. I want you to know I'm going for that victory, and you had better be on your A game right now. Here comes Mike Morgan. He's looking to go to the outside, but Justin Ball is able to block him.
I noticed from the last time by, the back bumper of Justin Ball is bent down. Mike has been at him so hard trying to get by him.
Off turn number 4. 2 laps to go. Mike Morgan and Justin Ball racing their hearts out.
And I just saw Mike Morgan get into him again. He pushed him up, made him push up.
Whoa! Hold on,
saved it.
Whoa! Hold on, Justin Ball. Hold on, Mike Morgan. These guys are giving it their all. Man, oh man.
no money on this race, but every pass is a point. They're not going to let up.
Here's the white flag. 1 lap to go for Justin Ball. Can he hold off Mike Morgan in the 88?
I don't know if he can or not, but I'm going to be excited to see it. Justin's put a little gap on him coming out of 2 there. We'll see if he can hold it.
So far, so good for Justin Ball. He's going to have one more turn here. Mike's going
to take another run at him right here.
Mike Morgan trying everything he can. He's going to run out of time. Justin Ball is going to win the second Challenger heat race. Second place, Mike Morgan. Third place, Chris Kinkelhan. Bob Boileau finishes in 4th. And rounding out the top 5, it's going to be the 7 of Redbeard, John Lizenby.
Have you noticed that with the first heat that we were out, everything seemed calm. Then it started to amp up. Now we're at this point getting ready to go to the feature. The feature's going to be exciting. Everybody's on their cool down now.
And this has been an exciting night so far. And I got to tell you, all of this would not be possible without some of the great sponsors here for the Bandit Big Rig Series. We would like to recognize some great sponsors like Minimizer. They're the reason that the Bandit Big Rig Series is happening. We also want to send a special thank you to KIK Marketing, BP Trading Company, buy, sell, trade guns and ammo, and last but simply not least, NMF Motorsports, Friction Reducer. We thank those great sponsors for coming on board, for bringing this series to life. But we also want to thank all the great race fans who have supported the Bandit Big Rig Series in its first year, from Alabama to Tennessee to everywhere across the country. We thank each and every one of you for the great support in this Big Rig Series, the Bandit Big Rig Series, and you can bet that this series is going to keep growing, growing, and growing for years to come.
It's exciting, and we can't do it without any of these sponsors. They make it possible for us to do this live stream to you. We sure appreciate all of our sponsors. I'm just waiting to see if we're going to have any words.
All right, and in just a few moments, we're going to take a look at a replay of the first Challenger heat race. Look at this, the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg. He is holding it on, driving the wheels off of it, and I'm pretty sure the wheels got off in the air there.
I think so. I think I saw that left rear come up and didn't touch anything. That was a good save.
I gotta tell you, Tyler did an absolutely amazing job at not being able to hit anything. That, I imagine that's hard to do with a car, but with a truck, that's got to be even more difficult.
It's even worse because you figure you probably got 2 extra feet of length on these cars. So I think it was an amazing feat. I think it was a good save, and it just goes to show you what kind of caliber drivers we have out here.
All right, now we've had 4 heat races. We start off with our 2 regular heat races, and then we had Challenger heat races, and later on tonight we're going to have our feature race, which is going to consist of 25 laps, and we're going to send it on down to Neil Elder. Take it away, Neil.
All right, I'm down here with Tyler and Robin. So Tyler, it's been getting a little loose all night. How's this track a little bit different than some of the practice? You saved it beautifully. You're still in the main event coming up. We have a couple stock races right now, and it looks like Justin's going to maybe back in front of us. But kind of what was going through your mind going into turn 2?
Well, I was kind of, my spotter was telling me, push it, push it, push it. Well, I started pushing it, and she just came right around on me. We just now know we have too much power. That's what's making us lose. So we're trying to figure out how can we compensate for power versus handling.
Well, like I said, fortunately, everybody makes the main event. If you make it to the main event and you're still there, you're still in the money. We got a couple of races coming here, and you have some time to figure it out. Do you think you kind of have an idea of what's going on?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's hard to do because you tweak it, you go back out there, it could be completely 180 of itself. So we're hoping we're going to tweak it this way, and it's going to help it kind of control it and hopefully keep the power to the wheels.
Perfect. Well, thanks for coming out again. Glad that you didn't go into the wall. We don't like to see people go on the wall down here, so we'll throw it back up to the guys in the booth, and we'll get ready. We got a couple races. We got about a half an hour before we get ready for the main event.
All right. Now, also earlier today, we spoke with the driver of the number 63, Trevor Kruckenberg. Let's take a look at what he had to say earlier today.
Neil Elder here with the Bandit Series in Greenville-Pickens Speedway in Easley, South Carolina. I'm here with the driver of the 63 truck. First race of the season for him, Mr. Trevor Kruckenberg. So you raced a couple races last year. What's something that you found racing last year that might be able to help you with your first race here in Greenville-Pickens?
Well, I just kind of have to knock off the rust, and it's like riding a bike. You just got to get back on it and go with it. The fact that I haven't raced any, I'm feeling ambitious enough to win, so I'm willing to push things farther than most people will.
So we're back here in Greenville-Pickens, second time this year. It's a little bit bigger track than we were at Florence. What are some driving differences that you have to have driving on a track like this or a shorter track?
Well, there's a big difference. Your braking zones, your speed zones, and all that stuff. This track also has a lot of new pavement put on it, so that throws it off too. So it's kind of a different creature just overall, just alone with the new pavement. Smaller track, you don't get as fast as you are, so you got to be able to make it up in the corners and be able to handle better and stuff like that.
No, yeah, went out and had a couple practice laps here. Is it all kind of coming back to you like a bicycle after the first couple laps going around driving the truck?
Oh yeah, just got to knock off the rust. It's coming back.
Anything different that you may have changed from last year? Were you driving a different truck last year?
Yeah, I was driving the old 63 truck. Beginning of this year, that got totaled out, so now that we have this one, this is a whole new beast. I have to learn how to figure this one out, but it's pretty simple.
What are some things that are different with this truck than the truck that you're used to driving?
The suspension's completely different. 180 different compared to the other trucks. It's kind of a learning curve, how far you can actually handle it in the corners and so on and so forth.
Well, watch tonight as Trevor Kruckenberg has his inaugural Bandit Racing Series here in Greenville-Pickens Speedway. My name is Neil Elder with the Bandit Racing Series, tested and tortured by Minimizer.
And we are back live here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway. Local racing action is currently out on the racetrack. And I have to tell you, looking at how these drivers are going, they are definitely putting on a show for all these great fans here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway, as has the Bandit Big Rig Series. And once again, we would like to recognize the great sponsors for this exciting series. One of our great sponsors, we would like to recognize Minimizer. Without them, we couldn't be able to do this. Also, KIK Marketing, BP Trading Company, buy, sell, trade guns and ammo. And we would like to recognize NMF Friction Reducer. Those are our four great sponsors here for the Bandit Big Rig Series. Because of their support, they were able to make this series come to life, and it has been growing leaps and bounds, and you can only imagine what's going to be happening for years to come in the Bandit Big Rig Series. Only time will tell what's going to happen. In a couple of moments, we'll be going back racing with the Bandit Big Rig Series, and so far the action has been intense. And I gotta tell you, one storyline that I'm looking forward to seeing if it happens is if the number 14 of Ricky Roode is able to go 4 in a row. No one has been able to do that. Ricky Roode has been on a great start to do that. And we're gonna take a look at a replay here from racing action earlier tonight. And I got to tell you, it's one of the many few great racing action we have seen here tonight, because the racing action from the Bandits has been off the charts from start to finish so far.
It has been. It's been exciting. There's our replay.
Here's a replay. Justin Ball leading the 88 of Mike Morgan. But I got to tell you, Mike Morgan was not cutting Justin Ball any slack.
Nope, he wanted that spot. He'd do whatever he can to get it, and he proves that. These guys are out for blood. They want to win.
And I got to tell you, Mike Morgan, he hasn't won yet, but you got to believe a victory is coming for him in the near future. I mean, just look at how he's racing Justin Ball here.
Oh,
even
absolutely.
gets right to his back bumper. Little touch there. Mike Morgan, man.
I wonder if the rear wheels didn't come clear off the ground. I couldn't tell right there.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the wheels came off. Mike Morgan was giving it his all on Justin Ball in the 17.
Absolutely.
But Justin Ball, I got to tell you, Justin Ball defended that lead like his life depended on it, because he knew Mike Morgan was coming right on him, and Mike Morgan made him fight for that victory. And I got to tell you, I got to give props to both Justin Ball and Mike Morgan for driving an incredible race. And I can only imagine what's going to happen when we go 25 laps for this main feature. It's unpredictable. There's no telling what's going to happen.
Well, as exciting as the heat races and the challenge races was, that's just amping the fans up for the feature, and we've got 25 laps to figure it out. It's going to be no holds barred.
And I got to tell you, continuing looking at this replay, Mike Morgan just right there on Justin Ball. Everything he tried, Justin Ball had an answer for. Do you feel like Justin Ball is being driven by how close he came to winning that last race in that battle with Ricky Roode? Do you feel like that kind of drives him to race a little bit harder?
Absolutely. I think Justin wants to be vindicated for the efforts that this team has showed, and I don't see Justin backing off anytime soon.
All right.
Oh, there's a replay.
And now let's take a look at another instant replay. This is from earlier today, one of our heat races, and this is Craig Kruckeberg, coming off turn 4. He's driving it in there, hammer down, pedal to the metal, probably a little too hard, and here he comes off turn 4, and then bam! What a hit he takes. And he was able to keep on driving for a little bit, and his son was right behind it all. And look at all the debris that comes off of there.
Oh, I know.
That is incredible.
Of course, the front end of that Ford that Craig was driving is fiberglass, and so when you have an impact like that, everything just blows apart. But these side pods that are on these trucks are covered with sheet metal, and of course they don't hide anything major. It's water tanks for the brakes, battery, stuff like that. And I saw the cover off the passenger side pod of that truck laying up here in turn 1. I'm sure poor Craig's going to be sore in the morning, because those seat belts they're wide, and everything has to be up to snuff as far as date codes on the seat belts and the safety equipment and all that. So I'm sure the seat belts held him in place, and he's going to be sore in the morning.
Well, I did some calculation with the amount of trucks that we have in this field. They pump out a grand total of 10,200 horsepower.
Wow.
That's all of them combined. Over 10,000 horsepower combined when they go racing.
That's a lot of fury to let loose for 25 laps, don't you think?
Indeed it is, and we can hardly wait. We can hardly wait to see what happens when they go 25 laps. We have several contenders in this race. The number 3 of Alan Bowles, the 16 Tommy Boylo, 17 Justin Ball, 27 Darren Prophet, 26 Travis Buckner, and so many other great contenders in this field. And we are glad that all of you great race fans could be in attendance. All the great race fans here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway could be in attendance for it. And we also want to thank all of you who have tuned in wherever you're watching it from. you have been experiencing an incredible show here tonight, and it's only going to continue on July the 1st at Highland Rim Speedway. That is the next time the Bandit Big Rig Series will be here. July the 1st, Highland Rim Speedway. It promises to be absolutely exciting in Greenbrier, Tennessee, Saturday, July the 1st, Highland Rim Speedway. Then it's on to Hawkeye Down Speedway in Cedar Rapids, Iowa on Saturday, July the 15th. Then it's on to Madison International Speedway in Madison, Wisconsin, Friday, July the 28th. And then we're heading on down to Lebanon I-44 Speedway, Saturday, August the 5th. And then it's back to Florence Motor Speedway in Timmonsville, South Carolina, Saturday, September the 2nd. And then the Bandits will be going back to Highland Rim Speedway on September the 23rd. Then it's back to where it started, the Hickory Motor Speedway on Saturday, October 14th. And then to cap it off, the Bandits will be going to Crisp Motorsports Park on Saturday, October the 28th. The Bandits are hitting great tracks around the country in the South, and I can only imagine where the Bandits are going to go from here, because there are a lot of great racetracks where it would be interesting to see the Bandits go racing at.
Oh, absolutely, and we're trying to, I know that they're trying to expand every year, and I think they want to expand out west to the point where they can have two different divisions, and they only want to make it better from here.
All right, and we've had several pre-recorded interviews earlier today, and we got a chance to talk with another one of them, the driver of the number 17, Justin Ball. Came so close the last Bandit race, finished second, and earlier today we caught up with him. Neil spoke with him. Let's take a look to what Justin Ball had to say.
Neil Elder here with the Bandit Racing Series in Greenville-Pickens Speedway, Easley, South Carolina. I'm here with the driver of the 17 truck, Mr. Justin Ball. Now, stop me if I sound like a broken record, but last week, you and Ricky, 1-2. Last time here, you and Ricky, 1-2. Top of the standings, 1-2. Kind of talk about that last race and the last few. You can see it on the Bandit Racing Facebook page. The last couple laps of that race up in Florence. What was kind of going through your mind when you two were jockeying for position?
I mean, I felt like it was going pretty good until I started seeing the lap traffic come up. And when we come up on the lap traffic, it was pretty much like trying to squeeze through a wall they were making there. And then Ricky got over me, then I got it back, and we kind of traded off back and forth, and still trying to weave through everybody else. And it seemed like we were doing pretty decent until that last lap, and it was pretty much I went high around Chris, Ricky went low, and we kind of got all tangled up in there going into turn 3, and I wasn't really sure if we were going to make it out of turn 3. But I mean, we come out. It was a constant battle all the way till the end. So I mean, it was a great race, and we're happy with that's a podium finish. At least second place.
So did you do anything after that race? Was anything wrong with the truck that you had to change from that race to this race? And even being on a bigger racetrack that we are here in Greenville, are you doing anything different with the truck?
So since last race, pretty much the biggest thing we've done is we're just changing back to our original setup on our airbag. We had a little different setup on the rear end for that track being so small. So this one we're going back to our old style and just kind of go with it like every other time we have here at Greenville. So
now, last race we had some travel drama with you getting into the race. And a couple hours before we started going racing, obviously made it here on time and more relaxed. How does that kind of throw you off your routine and still yet come out and have a second place finish?
I mean, I guess it throws it off a little bit because I'm used to getting in late the night prior. And instead of the day of and getting to the track right as the drivers' meeting was starting, we were having some weather out in Oklahoma. They had tornadoes that delayed all our flights, and it got to the point to where they were all delayed so far back we couldn't make our connection and make it in to Charlotte on time so then we could drive over. So instead, we opted to fly into Atlanta the next morning, which then was a 4-hour drive from the airport to the track instead. And so, I mean, luckily we made it there and everything, but it's just rough because you get up, you're up all night and then they can't do anything. So then the next morning you're up bright and early that morning, and then you travel all day and then you race all night.
Well, hopefully a good night's sleep last night can help you catapult over Ricky Roode and his 3 wins in a row, and you can take home that $10,000 check at the end of the night. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Justin Ball, driver of the 17 truck. My name is Neil Elder with the Bandit Series, tested and tortured by Minimizer.
All right, and there you heard it from the driver of the number 17, Justin Ball. Also earlier today, we spoke with the driver of the number 3, Alan Bowles. Really great guy. And earlier today, Neil Elder also had a chance to talk with him.
Neil Elder here with the Bandit Racing Series in Greenville-Pickens Speedway, Easley, South Carolina. I'm here with the driver of the number 3 truck, Alan Bowles. Now, talk to me a little bit about Florence Motor Speedway we were at a couple weeks ago, and how that might be, the racing might be a little different here at Greenville-Pickens compared back to Florence.
Florence is a little bit shorter track and it's a little bit rougher track than Greenville here. Greenville is a good track, smooth track, get a little bit more speed on this track, and our little truck does a little bit better here at Greenville-Pickens than it does at Florence. Our truck's just on a hard, rough track, it just don't handle like it does here.
Did you do anything differently to the truck, tune anything up, change anything that may have happened during the races back in Florence to here?
Yeah, I changed the turbo on it, and we're trying a different setup on the turbo right now, and I think it'll help it here in Greenville-Pickens about more speed down the straightaway.
Now, this is our second time back here this year. We were here a couple times last year as well. What kind of came back to you after doing some practice laps that you remembered from the first time that we were here to help you take another? I believe you were second or third last time we were here in Greenville. That might be able to push you over and get that number 1 spot.
Well, Greenville, the last race I was here, I got pushed into the wall on turn 1. I didn't get to race the big race, but, I got to do the heat races and the challenge races. I mean, my little truck, it done good in those. But, just a bad deal. I got pushed into the wall and didn't get to race the last race. But we'll see what happens tonight. I've got my little truck in pretty good shape. I think we can do good.
Now, we're, like I said, this is a very familiar track to our races here on the Bandit Series. Talk about how you got kind of involved with the Bandit Series and how easy it could be for somebody that's watching it to be a part of a Bandit Series racing.
Well, we had a bunch of old trucks. We had around some extra spare parts, and we put these things together. If you got some old trucks and stuff like that and, sitting around, you're not using them on the road, and they'd be good to race. It's pretty simple. I mean, it ain't that expensive to do this. I mean, it's we have a lot of fun, too, doing this. I mean, it's a heck of a deal. Everybody loves it. Kids loves it. The fans loves it. And, I like doing it.
How much does that, because we're talking $50,000 purse, not for the season, but for one race. How does that kind of tune you into wanting to join something like this? And is it worth it? Do you want out of here with the expenses that you're coming to? Does it make it your time worth it, essentially?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you get lucky like Ricky does, he's won 3 races in a row now. That's $10,000 each race. The leader gets, that's pretty good. He's on top right now, but we've come in second and third and fourth places. We're doing all right. I mean, we're making a little bit of money and having a lot of fun, and and that's what we're doing it for.
So you've heard it. We've been talking about This has obviously grown since the last year, the kind of exhibition, adding more and more trucks. I think we have room for 26 or something like that. We're only at 16 right now. So if you got spare trucks, like Alan was saying, laying around, come bring them down, race them around the track. We'll have a grand old time. And hopefully nobody puts you in the wall today.
I hope not.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Neil Elder here with the Bandit Series, tested and tortured by Minimizer.
All right, we are back live here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway. The sun is gone. The lights are out at the racetrack. The fans are getting ready for a 25-lapper. And I gotta tell you, looking at the starting lineup in this field, this promises to be absolutely breathtaking.
I think they'll start beating. I don't think they'll wait. I think they'll start beating and banging right from the start. I don't think they're going to give it up. That's a good-looking pace truck over there from the Pete store. That's Shark Pride.
Yeah, the Pete store. They're definitely great people, and they're one of the great. They're definitely a great sponsor here for the Bandit Big Rig Series. We give thanks to the Pete store for what they've done. We also would like to send a special thank to another great set of sponsors. First and foremost, we want to thank the great sponsor known as Minimizer. We would also like to Minimizer is absolutely amazing because Minimizer is the reason the Bandit Big Rig Series was possible. Because of Minimizer, we've seen all these great trucks race out here. The action has been nonstop, so we thank Minimizer. They've had leveraging 35 years of manufacturing expertise. Minimizer delivers fenders, bracket kits, the new Long Haul Series seat, custom floor mats, light panels, toolboxes, workbenches, and many other heavy-duty truck parts and accessories. Be sure to visit www.minimizer.com to learn more information. And Minimizer semi-truck fenders and products for the heavy truck industry are tested and tortured, much like you've seen here tonight, because the drivers of all these trucks have been absolutely phenomenal. So we thank Minimizer for all that they've done. Looking at all these trucks out here,
we've had a field invert, I see.
Yes. Let's take a look at who we've got right here on the front row. Looks like that's the 27 of Darren Prophet and the 00 of Bob Boileau.
And then I see Chris Keeklehan back there.
Yeah. Right alongside the 3 of Alan Bowles. Then there's Mike Morgan in the 88. The 16. Yep. Then the 17 of Justin Ball. 14 Ricky Roode. And then there's the 26 of Travis Buckner. Man, look at all these trucks.
What a parade.
Right alongside Darren Prophet in the 26, we have the 63. That is Trevor Kruckeberg. Then there's
brother right behind him.
His brother Tyler right behind him. And right alongside the number 54 truck, we also have the number 7 of John Lizenby. And rounding out the field, driving the number 4, we have Scott Treadway.
That was an interesting invert.
And now they're going to go 3 wide right here. They're setting up to go 3 wide. Man, I just love it whenever trucks do this. When they go 3 wide, this is definitely a spectacle for the fans.
It is. It's a 3 wide salute to the fans. I find this fascinating.
Yeah. 3 wide salute to the fans. Here they come. Here they come off turn number 4. Horns are honking, saluting the fans. And the fans are definitely loving it out here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway.
I love the 3 wide. I see that a lot in oval track racing, whether it be dirt, asphalt, or anything else. They do that just as a salute to the fans, and we appreciate them all being here.
You know, and right now I have to ask, with an inversion in the field, how do you think that's going to play out for those who have been on fire in all of the heat races? Because this definitely changes things up a lot.
A lot. I think we're going to see the beating and banging start in the middle of the field instead of at the front. I think there'll be some beating and banging at the front too, because we've got some good trucks up there. But we've got Ricky Reed and Justin Ball starting back in the middle. That's going to be a fist fight just with them two. And then when you throw in the Boylos and Mike Morgan and all that, it just amps it up even more.
All right.
We're going to put them back 2 by 2, and I think they're going to turn them loose.
All right. As mentioned, on the front row, it's going to consist of Darren Profit in the 27 and the 00, normally being driven by Robbie Decker, but unfortunately Robbie could not be here today, so now that's going to be driven by Bob Boylo. And I got to tell you, I'm interested to see on how Bob handles being on the front row in this 25 lapper, because it's definitely a tall order being on the front row here.
It is, but with him being, he's a rookie in the trucks, but he's not a rookie driver. And I think he'll handle it with the same attitude that he's always had, calm, cool, and we'll see how he does.
And the 1 to go signal is being given. They're going to go 25 laps. Dave, you might want to hold on to your seat right here, because this is it.
It's about to get real. I don't know. I can't describe it other than it's going to be slamming, banging. Hold on to your hat.
All right, here they come off turn. They're getting ready to come off turn number 4.
Pace truck's in.
Pace truck is in. Darren Profit and Bob Boylo getting ready to take the green flag. Here they come. Green flag is in the air. We are racing 25 laps with the Bandit Big Rig Series.
Darren got the jump on him.
Good start here into turn number 1. They're side by side. The smoke is coming out. These drivers are going at it hard and heavy.
They are hammered down on the throttle.
And Darren Profit's got the lead going into turn number 3. Bob Boylo running at second. Chris Kinkelhahn running at third.
And got one.
Alan Bowles in the 3 almost hit the wall there.
Wow, he was up high.
And we're going to go 3 wide for the lead. It's a 3 wide battle for the lead. Oh my goodness. Whoa, we got a spin. Almost got a spin right here in turn number 1.
We've got one in the wall.
Got one in the wall. One in the wall.
I can't tell who it is. I think that's one of the Kruckenbergs.
Yeah, I think that's
the Volvo, the black Volvo.
Yeah, it looks like the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg. Look at this instant replay. Alan Bowles is right. How close is he to that wall there?
He had to be puckered up. That was close. If there would have been mirrors on that truck, they'd have been scraping.
Yeah, it looks like it was Tyler Kruckenberg spinning out there. Boy, he has had one wild night, hasn't he?
They've had an issue getting all the power in that truck to the ground, and it makes it the rear end want to step out, and it's hard to hold on to, because once the rear end steps out and you chase it up the track, and then once it grabs, it wants to stick you right in the wall, and that's exactly what happened to his dad, Craig Kruckenberg.
Yes, indeed. And yeah, and there goes Tyler right into the pits right here. They're gonna check to make sure.
You can see the marks on the tires where it's been up in the concrete.
Yeah. That was quite a hit for Tyler.
That was, but it don't look like it did the damage it did to his dad.
Mm-hmm.
They've got people running over to it. They're going to check it for damage to make sure he's okay. They may let him go back out. A little concrete dust may not hurt him, as long as we ain't got a tire low or the front end's bent.
All right, so far one lap has been completed, so we have 24 laps to go, and we've already had action early. So now what's going to happen for 24 more laps?
Well, I still see Ricky Reed in the middle. I see Justin behind him. It's going to be knocked down, drag out. I know it's coming.
All right.
They're going to run him for one more.
Yeah, it looks like, yep. We're going to get the one to go signal again. This time on the front row, it's going to be Darren Profit in the 27 alongside the wild man himself, Chris Kinklehan. And I got to tell you, if he is able to win here tonight, it's well-deserved because the way he has driven his truck, he definitely deserves a victory with how hard he's driven his truck in the Bandit.
Oh, I guarantee it. And you can look out through the crowd and see quite a bit of orange shirts. He's got several supporters here.
All right, here they come, getting ready to come off turn 4 to take the green flag. And there it is, we're racing, and the 0-1 gets a great start, but here comes the 16 of Tommy Boileau to take the lead here. He's looking to go to the inside, but to no avail. And we have we got a great battle for second right now between Darren Prophet and the 27 and the 16 of Tommy Boileau. Oh, and three wide for the lead as we go into turn 3.
Now look how far Ricky Roode has gotten up there.
Ricky Roode is now up to 5th right now. He's running in 5th. He wants to get up there. He's got quite a bit of time. Meanwhile, here comes the 16 of Tommy Boileau going on the outside for the lead. Oh, man.
Can he make it stick? Can he make it stick? Man, he's...
Oh, here comes Tommy on the outside. Tommy Boileau.
Chris is not going to give it up.
Oh, side by side, Tommy Boileau and Chris Kinklehan side by side for the lead, but Chris Kinklehan has the advantage.
He's I don't know, it's neck and neck. It's amazing.
You wouldn't think, some people probably wouldn't think that the high side would work for him, but Tommy's able to make it work for him so far as Ricky Roode in the 14 is working his way up through the field again. The battle for the lead continues side by side. This is incredible.
And this is exactly what Ricky wants to see. He wants to see them battle up there and not pay any attention to him. If they don't pay any attention to him, he's going to sneak up there, and before you know it, they'll be battling with him. But I think Mike Morgan's going to have something to say about Ricky Roode getting up there to 3rd.
The battle continues side by side on the back straightaway. Chris Kinklehan still has a little bit of an advantage.
Tommy's going to do what he can to get up there.
Oh, he's driving it on in there. Can't.
Sideways. Wow.
Man, oh man. These guys not backing down, not giving an inch. This is the kind of racing you can see at the Bandit Big Rig Series.
Every time.
Yes, indeed. And look at Ricky Roode trying to get around the 16 of Tommy Boileau in the 16, and also in the mix is the 88 of Mike Morgan. Ricky Roode is there. Ricky Roode trying to get around the 16.
Tommy went from trying to pass for the lead now to trying to defend his spot, but Mike Morgan's got something to say about Ricky Roode getting up there to battle with Tommy. Mike Morgan wants a piece of Ricky. And then you've got Justin Ball wanting a piece of Mike.
Here we go, coming off turn number 4. Tommy Boileau in the 16. Here comes Ricky Roode to the inside for second. Ricky Roode is there on the inside.
He can't quite pull it off. Tommy's got him cleared, going to drop down low in front of Ricky. I think if the fist fight is not here yet, hang on, it's coming. Oh, I see Sparks. I saw Sparks. We had some touching. That was Justin Ball and Mike Morgan. They were touching on the exit of 2.
Yeah, great battle there between Justin Ball in the 17 and the 88 of Mike Morgan. And Justin Ball he's slow off the pace right now as we got a great battle for second and third.
We got one up against the wall in 4.
It's Tommy. Looks like that's Justin Ball in the 17. He stopped on the track.
Could those sparks have been a flat tire?
Oh, man, that is a tough break for Justin Ball. No, his truck's rolling again. His truck's back rolling.
I can't tell if he's got a flat or not. Well, maybe not.
Truck seems okay. But I got to tell you, that's a tough break for Justin.
Yeah,
because
from running in the top 4 to now he's going to start back on the tail.
Yeah. And now he's motivated even more to drive up to the front. So if I gotta tell you, if I'm in front of Justin Ball on this next restart, I think I would be a little bit worried.
I would too, but I don't know if he's going to make it. He's still very slow. Is he going to maybe try and come in the pits? I can't tell. The pace truck is starting to catch up with him now.
And right now, there's a look at our current leader, the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan. So far, he has led every single lap.
And he's fought to keep it.
Yes. He's looking for his first victory of the season. He has yet to win, but he's always a fan favorite wherever he goes. He's got the Dukes of Hazzard look. And I got to tell you, fans of the Dukes of Hazzard are definitely proud to see that 01 out in front. I guarantee you that.
Absolutely. And Justin is in the pits, and he had a lot of trouble getting through pit wall. I don't know. I see some steam coming off of it, but I'm sure that's just the water they spray on the brakes.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Justin Ball in the 17.
It is. That's especially because he was a contender. I mean, that truck's been fast all day.
And you know how badly he wanted to win after coming so close last race out. And now it comes to an end like this.
I hope they can get it fixed and have it ready for Greenbar.
Well, now there's smoke coming out of the 17.
Yeah.
So that's not good. That's not good news for Justin Ball.
There may be more to that than just steam. They do spray water to keep the rear brakes cool, but there may be more to it than that. I can't tell from here. I see his crew chief running down there to see what's going on.
Yeah. Speaking of which, don't each of the drivers have 30-gallon water tanks to spray on the trucks? Don't they?
They do, because these trucks are so heavy. The brakes heat up extremely quick. So the norm is you run a couple laps, let the brakes get some heat in them, and then on the third lap you run a couple laps with the water on. And I don't know if you've got time to do all that or not, as exciting as it's been.
All right. Now this time, when we go back green flag racing, looks like it'll be the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan, along with the 16 of Tommy Pretty Boy Lou.
That's a good one. I like that. And then, of course, I see Ricky Red lurking around there in third, and Mike Morgan on the outside of him. I think Mike Morgan's going to try and keep Ricky Rude honest.
Yeah. Mike Morgan, people just call him 88 Mike, and some people call Ricky Rude Cupcake. So, and you know, I got to tell you, every time I hear the name Ricky Rude, one name does pop into my mind. You know, you might remember him from his days in WWE, Ravishing Rick Rude.
And that's kind of how they nicknamed Ricky after that. They because of his, let's see, how can I put this? The woo factor.
Yep.
And now some of the other guys are trying to get inside of Ricky Rude's mind. That's where the cupcake came from. So, but for 3 races in a row this year, Ricky showed him that he's no cupcake.
Yep. And right now, Ricky Rude finds himself in contention to make history, to go 4 in a row in the Bandit Big Rig Series. He's in a good spot, but first he has to get past 2 great drivers in the 16 of Tommy Boylo and the 01 of Chris Kinkelhan, and not to mention, alongside of him, the 88 of Mike Morgan. Each of these guys are looking to go to victory lane again, and Ricky's the only one of those 4 that have been to victory lane. So, you know, Ricky's really going to have to drive his heart out in these next couple of laps.
Oh, absolutely. He has the drive and the equipment, but he's like a drop of blood in the ocean, and there's sharks swimming by. And I see fins in the water. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a feeding frenzy if Ricky Rude gives him the chance.
Yellow flag is still out. There's a chance yellow flag is still out. Possible that there's still debris out on the racetrack. You know, anytime there's debris on the racetrack, you got to make sure that everything on the track is good and clean, because you don't want any of the drivers to hit something out there.
Oh no! These trucks run 120 pounds of pressure in the front tires, and it wouldn't take much to puncture one and cause an issue. So they want to make sure that it's clear.
Well, as we wait for the green flag to wave, Dave, I do want to ask you, earlier today, the NASCAR did something very, very interesting. They had a broadcast where all of the Cup drivers were the broadcast team.
I heard about that.
Do you think that any of the Bandit drivers could do this job one night?
It would be interesting to hear Ricky's take on this as a spectator, Mike Morgan's take on this. We've got a lot of cool drivers. All these guys have great personalities, but they're all different. And it would be neat to hear each driver's take on what they see up here, like to see it like we see it.
Yeah, because the action, sitting from up here, it's awesome to watch. You have to be here live to actually to really get that feel of how amazing this is.
It's like I said, I run out of adjectives. It's so awesome, and I feel lucky because I think we have the best seat in the house. I really do.
All right, the 1-to-go signal was given. Let's see what happens on this restart.
Lights out on the pace truck.
Lights out on the pace truck. Here it comes on in. Here come the trucks off turn 4, getting ready to take the green flag. Here we go. We are back racing at Greenville-Pickens Speedway. Whoa!
Wow.
Oh, and
Chris did not get a good start.
We got debris on the racetrack. Oh my goodness! Oh, we got trouble here. Big trouble here.
I think we just got a minimizer fender tortured there. I think it's up against the wall in turn 1 or in the one.
I'm not sure what happened.
I don't think they see that either.
I'm not sure what happened, but it looked like the 0-1 just couldn't get going, and Tommy Boileau is out in front. He's in the lead. Mike Morgan running in second, and Chris Kinkelhan, he's by the wall again. Oh my goodness.
He may have some steering issues because I see he's running a little bit higher line than he was earlier. I hope he can get it gathered back up and make a race of it.
Man, oh man, what a wild restart that was, and it continues to get wild. Look at all this racing action in the back.
I think Tommy Boileau has put a little bit of a gap on Mike Morgan, but will he be able to hold it?
And look at, there's the 3 of Alan Bowles trying to make a move on the 00 of Bob Boileau.
We've got Ricky Roode holding his own. Chris Kinkelhan seems to maybe gather his back up, but again with the Sharks, I think Ricky smells blood in the water, so see if Chris can hold him off.
When we come across the start-finish line, we will have 11 laps completed, and we will have 14 laps to go. And look at Ricky Roode. He's going on the inside of the 0-1 of Chris Kinkelhan.
He's trying, and I don't think Chris can hold it down enough. Ricky may get under him.
And
He's
there's
about halfway there. Oh,
whoa! And there's contact. There's contact made.
That was off the wheel covers. They covered these lug nuts with a cover to keep them from engaging, and I saw that scrape off the concrete wall.
2 great battles right now. Chris Kinkelhan, he flat-tracked it right there, and Ricky Roode takes the position away from him. Ricky Roode now up to 3rd. And just a while ago, there was a great battle between the 00 of Bob Boileau and the 3 of Alan Bowles. And here comes Alan Bowles to the inside of Bob Boileau for a position. And Alan Bowles is going to get that position.
I think for a rookie, Bob Boileau has done excellent.
And here comes Bob back on the inside of Alan Bowles.
That's the racer. He's not going to give up. He may be a rookie in the trucks, but he's not a rookie driver. He's not going to give up. It's not in his blood.
That is a battle for the 5th place position, and the 27 of Darren Profit trying to work his way into the mix as well. Oh, and we got a caution flag. Yellow flag is out.
I think they realized that. I saw a fender come off earlier, and I think they just realized that it's laying up there in the entrance to 1.
Yeah, we saw on the restart that the fender came off. A fender came off one of the trucks on that restart. And I gotta tell you, I don't know what happened with the 0-1 on that restart, but it was like
it didn't go.
Yeah, he couldn't go, and everybody behind him, they couldn't stop.
No, they bunched up, and I think that's what happened. I see people scrambling in the. Ricky Roode is on pit road. There must be an issue going on here. There's something happening that Ricky Roode is here in the pits, and he is getting ready to pull back out. Oh, maybe not. No, he's backing the truck up. Ricky may be done.
Oh my goodness, what a tough break for Ricky Roode. He came in as the points leader and doesn't look like he's going to go 4 in a row. Tough break for Ricky Roode. You got to feel for him.
I do. He's an awesome dude. I really don't want to. And Ricky would say if he's not going to win a race, he wants to get outrun or outdriven. Nobody likes parts breakage.
Well, no, wait a minute. It looks like I think Ricky Roode's going to go back on the racetrack.
I think I do see him going back out on the racetrack. This should be interesting. We've got 12 laps to go. Is that what I see? I can't tell.
12 laps to go. 13 laps have been completed. We have 12 laps to go in this race.
You think he can get back up? I think it's too tough. I think he's got it in him, but man, he's got a lot of tough competitors to come back up through.
Well, I have to say, after speaking with Ricky Roode, he seems like a guy. If you tell him that something is basically a mission impossible, he will show you that it's not a mission impossible. It is mission possible.
Yes, and he's not mean. He's not nasty. He's very calm. And I think
that's just the competitive nature within him, it is in all of these great drivers. They will do anything they can to walk away victorious. And all these great race fans that are here watching it live and those that are watching it around the country, this is a reason why the Bandit Big Rig Series is must-see action.
It is must-see. Do not set the popcorn down. Go get a Coke. You don't want to miss this. Lights are off on the pace truck. I'm going to guess we've got one to go here.
The one to go signal this time. Oh, this ought to be interesting.
I look for Mike Morgan to try and get a jump on Tommy, but Tommy was a little bit faster, it looked to me. And, of course, we've still got Chris up there in third.
Yeah. 12 laps to go in this race. You can only imagine what's going to happen right here, right now. One thing's for sure, it will be absolutely glorious.
See the pace truck about to pull in. These boys are fixing to go drink.
Tommy Boileau and Mike Morgan on the front row, ready to take the green flag, and there it is. We are racing. Who's going to get the advantage into turn number one?
Tommy got the restart of his life right there.
Great restart for Tommy Boileau, but Mike Morgan's not giving it up so easily as we enter the back straightaway.
They are neck and neck.
Side by side, neck and neck. Here comes Mike Morgan on the outside, and Chris Hinkelhahn is loose right there on the back straightaway as the battle for the lead continues. Here we come off turn number 4. Tommy Boileau and Mike Morgan side by side. They are neck and neck. Mike Morgan, he's making that outside groove work for him. They don't call him 88 Mike for nothing, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I can't believe Mike was able to drive up on the outside like that. That is amazing. He did clear Tommy.
Tommy Boileau, he got loose right there, and he's not backing down, but Mike Morgan's got it. He has yet to win, and you know how much it would mean for Mike Morgan to take that checkered flag. It would be such an incredible victory lane moment for him.
I think it would be. He's definitely due for a win, but Tommy's going to do everything he can to keep that from happening. And I see Alan Bowles back there, a few truck legs back, sniffing the water. I think Chris may come by try and get back past Alan. We'll see how it goes, because I think we're down to 10 laps to go.
10 laps to go right now. Now it's 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go. We've got great battles out here on the racetrack. Tommy Boileau trying to reel in Mike Morgan. He wants that lead back.
He wants it bad, and Mike wants to keep it bad. Mike's going to do everything he can to stretch it out, but I don't think it's going to stretch too far with Tommy in second. Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, and just to remind everybody, the two guys running first and second, they've never won yet.
That's true. Yep. That's true. They're
They
hungry.
are looking for their first win of the season. That's how much this means to them, as you can see how hard they're driving out there.
They are hungry. Everybody out here wants to win. Chris Kinkelhan is sideways coming off at every turn. He wants to get back by Tommy's sniffing inside a little bit. We'll see how it goes.
And Alan Bowles now running in third, but Chris Kinkelhahn is right there on him. Bumper to bumper, Chris Kinkelhahn and Alan Bowles.
7 to go. It's more exciting as we go.
I gotta tell you, Tommy Boileau is running out of time.
He is, and getting there is one thing. Passing Mike Morgan is another. And it looks to me like Mike Morgan's maybe stretched it out. You think maybe Tommy has used up some tires.
Yeah. Meanwhile, look at who's right behind Chris Kingelhahn. It's Ricky Roode in the 14.
Never say die. That man will not give up.
I'm not sure Ricky Roode has an off switch on him. That guy is always on.
I've talked to him and known him for a long time. I think you're correct.
And there's Mike Morgan. He continues to lead. Now we have 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go here, and it's going to be Ricky Roode and Chris Kingelhahn side by side as we enter turn number 1. This is setting up to be a great battle right here.
Ricky's going to pin him in behind the truck in front of him and try and go around him, see if it can happen or not. And that's Alan Bowles.
Yeah, Alan Bowles right in front of all of this as this great battle continues.
Trying to make it 3 wide so they can get by Alan.
There's a wide shot right there. Ricky Roode, he passes Alan Bowles.
Ricky
Roode
took 2 trucks right
is
there.
up to 3rd.
Jeez, it will. Doesn't have enough time to catch him. I don't think so. 4 laps.
4 laps to go. It'll be 3 laps to go when we cross the start-finish line. He may not win the race, but I got to tell you, Ricky Roode shows he will not quit no matter what. That is the never-say-die attitude of Ricky Roode.
That's why he's won 3 of these races this year, and I get the feeling with that attitude, it's not going to be his last.
And there's Chris Kingelhahn trying to get around the 3 of Alan Bowles, but Alan Bowles not backing down so easily as Mike Morgan continues to lead. When we come across the start-finish line, 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Mike Morgan.
I think that Tommy is the right front out on his, and I think it's costing him time and speed on the track. I think that's how Mike Morgan has got his gap. I think Mike Morgan has just maybe managed his tires just a little bit better.
All right, here comes Mike Morgan coming off turn number 4. He's going to see the white flag. Mike Morgan, 88 Mike in that black Mac Vader machine, sponsored by Windrock Truck Parts and Equipment, Steve Nash Trucking, Ed Ackle.
Mike Morgan's waited for this for a long time. I realized he was one of the trucks that was due, but I was wondering, due to his starting position, if that was going to happen. It proved me wrong. I'm happy to be wrong.
And here he comes off turn 4. Checkered flag at Greenville-Pickens Speedway. Goes to War Trace, Tennessee's own Mike 88 Morgan.
Good job to Mike Morgan. Good job to all those Bandit drivers. Ricky Roode finished in 3rd. I just can't believe that. That is amazing. Starting from the back.
Man, oh man, what great racing action, not just in the main event series, but in all the heat races. The racing action was incredible.
It never stops. Every race I keep thinking, how can we top this? There's no way we can top this. And then the next race we do. I'm blown away. Mike was on the horn. You talk about an excited man right there.
That is one happy man in victory lane, Mike Morgan. Fans are on their feet. Mike Morgan victorious. 2nd place goes to the 16 of Tommy Boileau. And 3rd place goes to the number 14 of Ricky Roode. Incredible comeback for Ricky Roode. 4th place goes to the 3 of Alan Bowles, and rounding out the top 5, the 0-1 of Chris Kingelhahn. What an incredible night of racing this has been. Dave, I am just glad that we were here to experience all of this great racing action. And there he is out of his truck, the winner, Mike Morgan.
That man is excited right there. He is up on the roof.
He's up on the roof, man. Wow. Is he happy or what?
He's excited. Well deserved. He raced his butt off. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for all these guys. You talk about a bunch of guys who put on an excellent show. Everybody's excited. And, well, we just answered our question. Would Ricky Roode win 4 in a row? He gave it his best shot. He started from the middle and went to the front. And then after an incident, having to go to the pits and check something, he had to start from the back.
Oh,
Still
and
made it.
oh, and there's a big hug right there.
And buddy, you did it with class. Tell us about it.
It was just a tough race from the get-go. We've been racing hard all day. We've been chasing this victory since we started Bandit Series, and his luck just has not been on our side. We always seem to just come up a little short. And this is the little Mac that could. And I missed one great guy here tonight. My crew chief couldn't make it last game. His mom passed away Friday. My heart goes out to the family. You guys, I'm sorry you're not here. I know you guys are watching. This one's for you, Patricia, Pat, everybody's on the team here today, all my friends and family. Thank God for what we were able to accomplish today. Thank you, Bandit Series Minimizer, for having this great race series that I can have all this fun in.
There you have it. Now, a lot of these fans don't follow this series and might be not familiar with you. Tell us a little about yourself and where you're from.
I'm out of Nashville, Tennessee. I worked as a technician for a Mack dealership for up to 20 years. I turn wrenches on these trucks just like this one here behind me. You know, I've just been working hard to stay along on this thing, and sometimes it's fire day off.
Well, congratulations. I'm going to get out of the way and let you celebrate and get a big check right behind me. Mike Morgan, $10,000. Congratulations from the Bandit Series and the Pete Store and everybody here at Greenville-Pickens Speedway.
I'm here in the winner's circle with the man, Mike Morgan. I know it's win tonight. There's a lot of bumping and grinding out there all night long. There's a lot of battle scars on this truck tonight. Take us through that last race and all kind of the yellow flags that were going on, bunching everything back together. What was going through your mind when that last green hit?
We were just happy, maybe trying to pull off a solid second. You know, Tommy over there was just driving the wheels off of that truck over there. And I was having a good time chasing him down, but he opened up the gap a little bit there, and when he opened up the gap, we took it. We didn't hand it back.
Well, we know how much this win means again to you. We mentioned it earlier in the broadcast with your crew chief not being here with you tonight. So we know that this is going to go to a good spot. I know it means a lot to you, so thanks for coming out. We're going to look forward to you in Greenbrier too. Maybe you can go 3 like Ricky has the last couple weeks.
That's the plan. We don't stop.
Congratulations. Neil Elder here with the Bandit Series presented by Minimizer here in lovely Greenville-Pickens, South Carolina. It's a great speedway. We saw all the wrecks. We saw all the crazy stuff going on. The yellows have bunched everybody together. But that last lap, that last green that was going on, that's when the fun started, and that's when the action started. Thank you so much. I'm going to throw it back up to my guys, Adam and Dave here in the studio, and we're going to get out of here. Great night of racing by everyone involved. Again, thanks for watching on the live stream, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching. BanditSeries.com, tested and tortured by Minimizer.
All right. Thank you very much, Neil. And I got to tell you, you heard it in Mike's voice. He was so proud to be in victory lane.
A lot of emotion there. I wish Matt could be here, but I like how they dedicated it, and it just shows you what kind of good people we've got here, whether you root for them or not. These guys take care of their own. We help each other in the pits, but when it's out on the track, it's all for one and one for all.
Well, we're glad that all of you could be with us here tonight, and we're thankful to Greenville-Pickens Speedway for allowing us to come out here, and we want to thank We want to thank all of you who tuned in here tonight. Before we sign off, we want to send out a final special thanks to our sponsors, such as Minimizer, KIK Marketing, BP Trading Company, Buy, Sell, Trade, Guns, and Ammo. And lastly, last but not least, we want to thank NMF Friction Reducer. And just the racing action we saw great racing action. We saw our heat racing winners. We figured we had an idea what was going to happen, who was going to win. But in the end, it was the 88 of Mike Morgan walking away victorious, finally getting that first win. And you heard in his voice, an emotional win.
And a grateful win.
And grateful win.
And he's still happy about it.
Yeah. And we also want to remind you that the next time we go racing with the Bandit Big Rig Series, it will be at Highland Rim Speedway in Tennessee on July the 1st. So mark that day on your calendars, July 1st, the next time we go racing with the Bandit Big Rig Series.
Come see us.
Greenbrier, Tennessee, Highland Rim Speedway, Saturday, July the 1st. We hope to see each and every one of you there. It will be an unforgettable night. You will be talking about it for years to come. You'll tell your kids and your grandkids and so on and so forth. It's unbelievable.
And every race this year has been like that. Just when I think it can't get any better, it does.
And finally, we want to send a special thanks to all the crew and production of this broadcast. We want to thank our camera operators, Rebecca McNeese, Tori Rogers, and Tim Caskey, our director and producer, Joel Reenstra, production assistant, Sam Sparhawk, and also I want to thank you, Dave Wright, and Neil Elders for all that you've done here tonight.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're glad that all of you could be with us here tonight. We'll see you next time on July the 1st at Highland Rim Speedway in Tennessee for the Bandit Big Rig Series. I'm Adam Otwell.
And I'm Dave Wright.
We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
For the money, for the glory, and for the fun. Mostly for the money.
Outside of her, car number 71. Defending track champion, Buck Simmons. And all three of those cars behind them, that's part of the Minders Coalition.